Negligible.
My camera's pointed at the ceiling. Awesome.
You guys keep talking and start a conversation about your dream destination, a place that you have not yet to visit. I'm muting.
That's a pretty good prompt.
Yeah, I like that. So for Jet, dream destination in real life. All right, there's two places. One I've been thinking about lately. The first one is Paraguay. I don't think there's real people there. I think it's a some kind of government conspiracy. I've never met a Paraguayan, and I don't know anybody who's ever met a Paraguayan.
This is good to get on the recording.
Yeah, I also don't know what they have for breakfast. So for those two reasons, I seek to go to Paraguay and put this to bed. I intend to enter with a hidden camera and see what they're about. The other one is a little more benign, but it's Alaska. I would like to go to Alaska in this summer.
I would like Alaska. I would like Japan is probably number one.
Japan would be number one, but number one. But I would like to bring a soul with me. You know.
A what?
Soul, another person.
Oh.
Gotcha. Not to be a soul mate. It could be a soul buddy. You know.
A soul, some sort of soul adjacent person.
I would like to. Yeah, I would like somebody who's. Huh?
A soul sister.
A soul sister would be nice.
Not a soul sister. He could do better than a soul sister.
Hey, sister.
Great responses, and it sounds fine.
Okay.
Just sounds normal.
I'll take normal. Normal is fine and good.
Well, there's still things that don't sound normal, but I think that is just forever not going to be fixed.
Can we talk about it, or should you just talk about how bad?
I've told you so many times that the sound of us is like robotic, almost like there's two audios coming from us that are overlaid or something.
What if that's just how we are? What if we are robotic?
It's not. It's not.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's entertain Sarah's idea for a second. She definitely doesn't have feelings.
That's true.
Let's hear Sarah out. Perhaps you are robots.
Yeah.
Oh, you messaged. Audio is pretty normal. I also don't know about Paraguayans. All right. Well, let's leave the racism at the door.
Did I say about? I said I don't know any Paraguayans. Not about them.
How do I kick someone out of the chat? Is that a feature?
Wow. You can't. I'm a mod.
Okay, well, mod, please remove Alex AW.
No.
There's a coup. The call's coming from inside the house. I forget who we have. Are we just missing MC?
No, Adam.
Yeah,
nomadic tribes.
Missing a key ingredient to this psychosis. Swiffer, can you text MC? Or pretend?
Yep, done.
Who's our nomad contact? He's usually very punctual. Hey, speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, buddy.
I think if you say nomad 3 times into a screen that's turned off, he appears.
It doesn't have to be plugged in. He just appears on the screen.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
From the hills of West Virginia.
Yes.
What?
I think he lives in West Virginia now.
I thought it was just regular Virginia.
Oh, the better Virginia. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I'm like real close to the border. But yeah, no, sorry about the little delay here. I was looking for a lot of adapters because apparently it rains a lot here, and my normal PC got waterlogged walking back to my car. So I'm using my half-broken laptop that I brought for some reason, and thank God I brought it. Otherwise, I would have been fucked. So here we are. We've arrived. Welcome, everybody.
Sorry to hear about your computer disaster. Well, I have questions.
It did end up not turning on, Adam.
It didn't. So I ended up just sending it into Microsoft because I tried to take it to like one of the local people, and they were like, "We're not even gonna fuck with this because it's like so hard and technical to try."
That sucks.
It's the Surface Pro, right?
Yeah,
that's probably why it's all compact.
Yeah. That's super. Yeah.
They're like if you really want to, we can. And then he quoted me like $1,800, and I was like, at that point, I could just literally buy a brand new computer.
Yeah.
But Microsoft was doing it for like 600, and I got the computer for free, so I was like, I might as well. Plus, I have like so many softwares on there that are like one license per device kind of dealio. So I'd have to drop like an extra $500 just to get all that shit back too. So
Yeah. And can I ask, but how do you get it waterlogged? Like, was it water intrusion into like your book bag or something like that?
yeah, so I was like, it just like out of nowhere we were having a casual picnic, like one does, and then it just like actually started downpouring. And my backpack has this nifty little feature on the bottom that's supposed to keep water out, and it also keeps water in. So like all my notebooks got soiled, like literally like a quarter of all my notebooks got like waterlogged, like up the pages, so I can't read like half my shit. And then yeah, my laptop was pretty soiled. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, no, it was nice, pretty good.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Those of being in the southern-ish stretch of land, the southern states, it rains a lot.
Yeah, apparently.
Or
Like,
the east, I guess.
Apparently, hurricanes still affect this area. I'm like, I'm still far from the
And
ocean.
they'll get up there.
Speaking of
Hurricane
hurricanes,
season ends on the 1st of November. So we still have 2 more months.
what's Sarah saying?
Hurricane season ends on the 1st of November, so we still have like a month and a half of hurricanes. This is just like the first of what could be probably another one, potentially.
Speaking of hurricanes, you guys made a flurry of bad decisions last time. Swiffer, have you?
I don't like how you started that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Swiffer, let's just stand by until MC's ready. Is that fair?
That's all what we always do.
Yeah, just we'll go like normal.
Yeah, but he doesn't like text you back. Like I don't want to call out you guys.
No.
Shit. Oh, okay. He texts me back. Just as the thing. It's weird.
I texted him last week. Well, I've texted him every single time, and he doesn't respond. And so this most recent one, I say, by the way, they demand that I text you every time we start D&D. I only do it because they tell me to. And then he said they don't know the baby dynamics are changing. Everyone thinks I'm just sitting out in the chicken coop. And I said, I know, LOL.
If I'm honest, and let me just say this for the recording, I don't give a flying fuck. Is that the right way to feel? Absolutely not. But either way, that's the nature of our situation. We love Baby Thomas here, huge Baby Thomas fans.
Big Baby Thomas fans.
I have pulled up the whiteboard, and I accidentally found a feature where I could upload an image to the actual sheet. But it didn't pull the whole image, but it did its best. Yeah, it's whatever. We're trying it.
I'm gonna report your background.
Why?
Because I can.
Seems like a rude thing to do to a person. Sarah was about to give us a rundown, I think, of what happened last session. And here she goes. And here she goes. Here's
I'll be Sarah. Okay.
Your best Sarah voice, please.
Angus goes to take back his silverware set while everyone else is in the tavern. We talk with River about a plan. He goes to Forg. We convince Forg to come to the docks. We get on the boat. A fight starts, but he gets taken, and we get 400 more gold. We have to find Zephyr. We go to the slums. The guy that we told he won the lottery was beaten up really bad and not moving. We find an orc child. Nomad breaks his toy. The dad comes out, and Red River pays him 5 gold in return, and we get info about where to find Zephyr. Jasora and Nomad goes to Randy's Rats. He gives us 800 gold for our 4 gold bars. We get potions for paralysis, a poison, and then 400 gold for our gold bars. We go to the bazaar in the morning, find Zephyr, bring him to the ship, 400 more gold pieces. And then on the main island, the people are striking and they will not mine. Vandersloot tore up a contract for fair pay. And then I think I started to get dizzy and I dipped out.
Because the storytelling was so vivid? Is that what did it, do you think?
Maybe, or I wasn't feeling good.
Okay, well, probably. I'm just gonna go with the one I said because it makes me less sad.
And that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. I think you covered just about everything that happened. The very, very last thing that happened, you guys were prepped to have another meeting, and everyone's favorite aunt, Nettie, was coming with you, and then Sarah, I believe, decided that maybe that wasn't a good idea, as she could be a potential enemy of the Vandersloots. So you guys have just walked in. You've just walked past the guards. Oh, there was a strike, and a person was stabbed. So the tensions have escalated. Probably I should have mentioned that because that's probably the major thing that happened.
So where are we currently?
You are standing right inside the gate.
Of the Vandersloot estate?
Yes. Everyone came except for Nettie, who was told to leave. Does that sound right to everyone?
Sounds right.
JP and Sarah, we do have a helpful thing I've been drawing on. So if you are able to, I would recommend launching Whiteboard.
Oh shit!
It's probably nothing
I know,
but I'm testing some different ways we can convey information without me having to describe everything.
That's fun though.
This is my latest attempt of me drawing hastily on a map I made.
Oh, I like that.
I like the other one that you drew better.
What? The one where I just drew a crude circle?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I'm seeing Salt Life right now in a lady.
Oh, go to the session or boards at the top left.
Wait, who's the lady that's walking over there?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
She's kind of cute. Session 20. Anyway,
Yeah,
check it out at your leisure.
23.
That's me describing a skirt or something. It's somebody describing an outfit.
Oh yeah, because
Got
that's
it.
when we were doing our fashion show.
And we were trying
Got
to tell you what we wanted to be, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm back. I'm here.
But you guys have just been escorted past kind of it was kind of a loose security situation before. But now the gates at this front entrance are locked good and tight, and there are 6 guards on post at all times. I don't like that. Looks
Yeah, I know.
little lines on it, sure. That looks spooky. But yeah, you guys are these little cool.
God, we're super cool. We are radical.
Instead of kind of leaving you to your own devices as they walk you in, equal number of guards is escorting from behind. They don't have their weapons drawn, but they do have their hands on their weapons. You can feel the tension in the air. It's a little different than before. Is there anything you guys want to do as you're led to the castle?
How's it going?
Is that for your friends or for the guards?
The guards. Y'all having a good day? Good eye, mate.
Saw someone get stabbed. It's not been a great day.
Oh,
It's a
sorry.
little tense around here. Yeah. What's going on with the tension, bro? Why are you flexing?
These fucking miners don't know how good they have it.
Hmm.
They're gonna find out just how bad things can get. And the other one spits on the ground and says, "Yeah,
Well, that's not nice.
yeah."
I saw someone
Yeah.
eating a bug earlier. Are you sure they're being fed okay?
You saw someone eating a bug. That sounds like them, fucking miners. And the other
Hey,
one, haha, yeah.
Guards, before we go in, can we stop by the Marie Vandersloot Memorial? I would like to pay my respects.
Both of maybe the head guard and the guy that was talking. Let's call him. He's got a name tag and it says Terrence on it.
Yep.
Terrence says to the head honcho guard, he says, "What?"
Oh, he's gonna go?
Wait, there's no time for that now.
Alright, huh?
Clearly caught them off guard.
Yeah. All right, we'll press
Yeah,
on
that's
then.
not fair. What do you have to do over there? Why do you want to go over there?
Just pay our respects, Just be respectful. In my culture, that's how we do it. You know.
Make a persuasion check. I don't feel like I should shut that off completely. They might be
And
amenable, but it's a pretty high check. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah. Hold on.
This is probably an easier check earlier.
I had to.
Oh,
I would like
Yeah, I have to reboot
to
my.
settle back, hide.
So I I feel like we're gonna be doing this a lot since your character is a rogue.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to reboot my computer earlier.
Between you and the people you're hiding from, you're just walking. They're behind you with weapons, and they're like, if you stop, they stop.
I mean, this. In all fairness, in the last episode, I wanted to veer off, but I didn't get the chance.
Okay, I mean, like, there could be some veering, I guess. If you start to veer off, actually, one of them is like, "Hey, stay on the path." They like yell at you. I don't like that.
What kind of check do you want me to do?
Persuasion. The
Persuasion.
situation has changed. Like the guards before, like when you guys visited before, could give a shit. But these guys have obviously been spoken.
They're not with it.
Yeah,
they're not with it.
Shit is getting serious.
They don't want to lose their job. I get it. 10.
This guy says, "Ask us after you talk to them. Ask Horace."
Don't worry, bro. I don't want to get you in trouble, Terrence. Let's get on with it.
I'm just doing the best I can, every day. Aldar.
I got you, then. You're doing the Lord's work out here.
You guys passed a familiar face. Oh, go ahead.
But no, go ahead. When MC joins, can he be the little reindeer?
I think that's fair. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Just for continuity of the story.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
Yeah.
You walk past a familiar face, and it's the face of Michael, and he's got a couple furs on his back, and as you walk past him, he says, "You've got to be fucking kidding me. I've been waiting out here for 2 hours. Are you guys about to walk in there?"
Hell yeah.
He sits down on the bench and starts contemplating his life as the guards escort you to the front door. This gate, last time it was kind of open and just had to be pushed. This time it is locked, and there is an eye slit at the doorway. And the guards ask you to deposit your weapons.
No can do, my good friend. You know how it is. You can't be unarmed out here. We're not the miners, man. We're not the miners.
You guys remember the name of the little helper that was there last time?
No.
He was the Podrick. We're gonna call him Podrick.
Yeah, Podrick Payne. Yeah.
Recognize the similar face of Podrick, who to be like Horace's number one little helper guy. He's not the strongest guard, but he's great at following orders.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I know you guys have helped us a lot. I can't let you in with weapons. It's a strange situation. You understand?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Totally. But can we? I hate to do this to you, Podrick, but can we talk to the manager? I'm gonna do that card because the last time, we're here as mercenaries. We can leave, but we're trying to see how we can help you guys, but we can't. We can't let go. What if the miners attack us? What if they attack us right now, bro?
You see a fake blonde bob appear on Red River's head as he has become the Karen that he was always meant to be.
Yeah.
Part of his hair up and ask.
You can't record me. You can't record me.
You start getting really mad. You start talking about all sorts of shit.
You're not supposed. I'm part of the HOA. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, I hit him with the HOA speech. But anyway.
It hits him hard.
Yeah, but I said. Yeah. I said, Podrick, listen, my man. Listen. Things are tense around here. I can sense it. Everybody's tense. But the miners are losing their mind over here. And if they attack us, me and my crew are going to be at the mercy of just violence without any way to defend us. I don't think in good faith you can ask us to surrender our weapons and put our safety at risk, unless you can guarantee our safety.
Podrick goes, oh heck, hold on. He closes the little eye slit and disappears for 2 minutes. Michael, you see him, he's kind of fed up and he starts making his way to the gate. And he's got little furs on his back. And after 2 minutes, Podrick opens the slit and says, "Okay, so the boss said it's cool because you've been so helpful, but just please, I kind of vouched for you guys."
I know that. Good looking out, Patrick. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just.
We'll get you some good popcorn.
He looks at all of you as you're walking in, and are you in your finery or are you in like armor? I think you're in your finery last.
I think we're in our finery. Yeah.
You're in like meeting important people, but you've still got
Yeah.
weapons and various items.
Yeah. I've developed like how like in baseball they have signs for things like steal third base or whatever. I developed a sign for like Aldar to like I throw it at him before so that he's not raging and like doing his normal all their things. You know what I'm saying?
Aldar's
Just keep
been
it cool.
The keep it
Keep
A
it cool.
lollipop.
Yeah.
control as you can.
Yeah. Don't punt them. We're not there yet. Keep it cool.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. He rolled a 6. Aldar has accepted that you have given him the task of fuck people up if they step.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. That'd be pretty funny though. Yeah, you guys are led into this room, and last time there's about 10 columns on either side of your left and right. The space between them is probably 10 feet, another 5 feet past that. Between each of these columns were guards before, and now you notice some of them are missing, and you only count 6 total guards, but they are dressed head to toe in plate mail and holding like vicious-looking halberds. And you kind of march past them as you walk into the central chamber that's mostly lit from the table that was empty before, that is now leaden with many foods and wines, as Boris Vandersloot, his son Prendick Vandersloot, and Frank sit on the other side of this table. There are no chairs on your side. You intuit that you are meant to stand.
Good evening, everybody.
Get closer, and Horace kind of gestures you forward as he's got like some business like falling out of his mouth. And the guards, about 10 feet from the table, kind of step in front of you and give you that kind of crossed halberds to be like, that's close enough. And Horace says, hey, between like chomping, what's he eating in Lord of the Rings? He's like eating like grapes and like smashing them in his mouth. It's something like that. It's equally grotesque as this leftover food detritus falls out of his mouth.
I'm thinking plums. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, something where his hands are getting kind of
Some blood orange. Yeah.
It's a stinky situation, and he's eating fantasy plums, and he says, "You fellas have done excellent work. We've nearly taken care of this would-be rebellion." And he takes another bite of turkey haunch. What can I do for you?
The question is more what we can do for you. Anything else? I don't think. Have we been paid in full?
He looks over to Frank and kind of waves his hand, and Frank says, "Yes, the captives have been detained. And, you guys have done outstanding work. Although the point still lingers, and Horace, for the last, he like slams his hand on the table and says, 'No, we're not taking the Orc woman. It'll be an all-out rebellion. This way, they're weak, they're fragile, they know they cannot win. No, we need to do something else.' And he looks at you guys and says, 'I have one more job for you. And it's going to pay 1,000 gold pieces. Do you guys speak the language of gold, I believe? If I remember right, you do.
Oh, we're fluent in gold. Yeah, we're fluent in gold.
I need you to convince them to go back to work. It's simple as that.
Yeah. Here's the deal. We love gold. We need to,
Happy to hear it.
we need to get us. But that,
I'm happy to hear it.
yeah, happy to hear. But I'm afraid that us convincing them will be ineffective. We're not even from here. They're not likely to listen to us. I think
rough them up, kidnap someone.
We're a little outnumbered there.
Yeah, it's gonna be ineffective. Here's the deal. I do think there is a path to get them back to work. And that it's sustainable. I think, right? Because you guys are also outnumbered here. No matter how many weapons you got, you can easily get swarmed. So, I think it would be advantageous to set up a meeting with their leadership, so that you guys can come to terms and they can resume their work, and you guys can continue to collect a whole bunch of money. You know, rich people do like to get richer. You know what I'm saying?
That would ease the possibility. Would you be willing to forsake your gold for putting together such a meeting?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we'll broker that. We're not in it for the greed. We want to see all the sides win. We're good. You've been good to us.
Next to him, he's a little boy. He's like 16 or something. He says, "Father, this way we can get them out in the open. We can get their leaders, and if things go wrong, we take care of them there, and the rest of them will be forced to work." And Prendick says, Well, no, I'm sorry. Horace says, "Not bad, child. You are beginning to open your eyes finally." And he turns to you guys and says, "Where are you thinking for this meeting?"
Let me
And I
let
would
me
allow a
huddle.
flashback of you guys talking about where this meeting was going to be.
Yeah.
It's been a full
Yeah.
you thought about it.
Yeah.
It's in common ground where we're not, neither party is advantageous.
Yeah. So maybe like
The
We
docks?
can meet on our boat.
Somewhere we can make an easy escape.
yeah.
Well,
So
we don't want them on our boat.
let's go by the bazaar. Maybe.
Bazaar?
Yeah.
I think that'd be okay.
It's public. It's open.
Yeah.
There's places for us to watch things. It's close to the ship.
You guys are sitting around a table at Nettie's safe house while you're discussing this. This is the flash.
Yeah.
Nettie says, "What do you want me to do? Do you want me to have some guys ready to make a move?"
Yeah. I mean, you should, be protected, right? And the protection should come from your people. I think the bazaar, since you guys are familiar with that ground, is more comfortable, more defendable. And then, we'll be at earshot and, we'll play by ear, depending on how things play out. But I think it's in their best interest, because they're outnumbered, to play ball in some way.
So you guys are locked in for the bazaar?
Gang, any other suggestions? We're still in flashback mode.
Yeah, you guys are still in flashback.
Locked in.
Yeah.
So good.
You guys pitch the bazaar. I need to
Yep.
hear your pitch of the bazaar to Horace, whoever wants to do it. This persuasion roll will be a consequential one. So if anyone has anything else to help or add, don't hold back.
I give a pat on the back and give my, what is it called? Guidance.
You whisper an incantation under your breath, and your words are filled with delicious golden wreaths, as JP's words are enchanted. And I think he gets a +2 to his next roll.
Roll a d4.
Oh, okay.
I don't have guidance, so I'm gonna sneak over, give him a nice old tap on the ass, and be like, "You got this."
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like it's third,
Yeah.
third and 8, you know what I mean? We gotta complete.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, get him, brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is it 3, Drew? Or the D4?
Okay, so we'll add a +3 to whatever happens next.
Stand by. Just looking at my senses and what I have here. Any kind of passive abilities. Because sometimes I...
You drink a potion of listen to me.
Yeah. You listen to me, old guy. Equals... I think we're good. We are good. I'm gonna go... Persuasion one more time.
You know, usually, I was just thinking about this. Usually I would ask for this check after you said what you're gonna say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The number dictating how good or bad it's gonna be.
No. Let's just approach it the normal way.
Okay, go ahead. What do you say to this guy?
Yeah. Whereas I think, out of the different places that we've gone to know on your island, we need to have the meeting in neutral ground, somewhere where your troops can provide safety and get you back to your compound if needed. And because we want the negotiations to be successful, and we want the people to go back to work. Out of all the options available, somewhere like the bazaar makes the most sense. It keeps the playing field level. It's a very neutral spot. It's a place of commerce where people come to prosper, and every party can win. The other options, like going to the underground or the favelas, they just feel very unsafe, and it would be hard for your guards to maneuver through all those people and keep you safe. So I think the best option, based on the team analysis here, is that we do it at the bazaar.
Frank, the West Alien Company loan officer sitting next to him, he doesn't speak, but he nods. Like, and you can see in his eyes that he understands.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is a solid plan. Go ahead and roll it. I think that was good.
That was decent. Right. Once here we go.
This is
Here
a
we
tough
go.
roll.
Here we go.
You're walking into this man's defended castle and asking him to leave it, right? So it's not gonna be an
Right.
easy one.
Well, but I want him to be richer,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the best
that's
way
the
to do
only
that
way
is for him
he
to.
would even entertain it, right? Is the possibility that the gold doesn't dry up.
Yeah. He wants to be richer, and I want him to be richer because I need to make money from him.
Yes.
Persuasion. Also,
He's
him.
the geyser of gold that we're all going to fill our buckets with.
Well, here we go. This just sucks. We're at a 2 plus 3.
Tell everyone what you. It's a 1.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. It's a 2 plus 3. A 5 a Rooney.
Oh no. Oh God.
He Horace makes a gesture that is hardly perceptible. Any of you with at least 12 passive perception. Aldar sees it under the table. He gestures to the guards, and the remaining 4 guards that were behind you stand at attention and put their weapons towards you. And the guards in front of you also point their halberds at you, at your group. And Horace says, let me get his voice right. He puts his food down, his fantasy plum. And he says, "You take me for a fool, boy? I've had you followed since you got here. I know you've been spending time with that orc woman. I do not know why you took her people, but I believe you find yourself under arrest." The moment is frozen.
Yeah.
What any of you
Sure.
like to do?
Where are we? Do we do? Shit, I don't know.
This moment is hanging in the air. These guards
Yeah.
are ready to attack you, but their weapons are drawn.
I'd like to attempt to lunge at Horace and try to hold him hostage.
All right, there's 10 feet between you guys, between you and the table. Let's say the table's another 3 feet. There's 13 feet between you, and there's 2 guards between you physically. I will let you attempt this, but there will
they're,
be
like,
consequences
big, right?
if you fail.
I mean, we're already getting arrested, so I don't know how much worse it could be.
Tell me what you do.
Can I get a height of the guards in front of me so I could get a?
That's only fair. In my head, they're dwarves, and I think their max height is like 5'5" or something. These are not tall people, but your guy's kind of short.
Okay.
Aldar and I are gonna distract the other 2 guards while he attempts to pin Horace.
So I feel like
I'm gonna volunteer Aldar.
we're going with like the pole vault method, since they're
interesting.
kind of
Okay.
short. Yeah, so we're gonna quarterstaff in the ground, fling myself over, maybe do a nice spin in the air, and then maybe land on the table, maybe land in his lap, wherever it happens, it happens.
Let's see
And
how
then
this
I'm
roll
just
goes.
Yeah.
Angus, you have a flashback when you guys were near the mines that you can use that we talked about. You don't have to use it, just something to keep in mind. That's probably how we should handle that. That'll just have happened in a flashback, if that makes sense. What's up?
I see my compadre.
Yeah, you know he's
Make-
practiced this before. You've seen that.
Yeah, I see it.
before.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I know what this is. This is not. We're not gonna engage in squirrel talk. This is. We're taking matters into our own hands, right?
You look into the eyes of a little dwarf man with a like orange doublet with his chest hair like pouring out the top, and you see
Yeah.
a look in his eye you've seen once before.
Yeah.
A look
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
sheer
Yeah.
madness.
So give us the. Can you give us a quick layout of the room? What are we looking at here?
Oh, that's you know what this isn't great for that. Yeah. So
Okay.
oh, I can just put a piece of paper down. I think. Can I? Oh, that's a post-it. That's not what I wanted. Go away.
You can do it in the corner.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it over here. So, what's the lightest part? I guess we'll do it up here. All right. So you've got this long hall.
Yep.
You've got columns every like 5 feet.
Yep.
You've got the long table.
Yep.
Columns, columns, columns,
Yep.
columns.
Times two. Yep. Got it.
Red is going to be bad guys. So you got 2 guards. You got 2 guards behind you and 2 guards flanking them. You guys are here in the middle. Important people. We got the kid, Prendick Vandersloot. We got Mr. Vandersloot himself. We'll draw a circle around him. And we have, of course, Frank. Well, that's a bad color. Let's try a light one. And you have Frank sitting at the table as well. Although Frank, maybe a little bit more prepared for this than the others, is already standing and like has his hand in his hip.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The 4 of you, 5 of you, 6 of you are in between these cards.
Yeah. 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 And then exits just for clarity. What are the exits and entries out of this place?
I would let you know what because you guys are like, well, I don't want to put feelings in your.
We've been here before, right?
But you guys have been here before, and you guys would have mapped the exits, so you know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
main exit is here.
Yep.
There's also 2 hallways at the back of this room that you've not explored further.
Yep.
And
We've never been
I
back
forgot
there.
to draw one person. Podrick is back here, kind of like standing at a respectable distance.
Audrey Payne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good lad. A good lad.
It's fine if you let this happen. I'm happy to let him roll that acrobatics check. If you're
That's fine, but I'm also. Well, maybe that happens first because I was gonna tell him. I was gonna remind him that not to take us for fools in a timid intimidation thing, but. Nomad can do his thing, and then I can do that. Say that, or whatever. However, whatever order.
successfully, I think you'll be at a pretty advantageous position.
Right.
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check. This one is also important, I would say.
So also, I'd like to note that my passive perception is also 12.
Oh yeah,
So
you saw this coming.
would okay, yeah. So like, would that help me in any
I would
way
say
or no?
you like let's in my headcanon, you start this maneuver the second you see a weird hand gesture. So
All right, yeah,
let's
I like
do
that.
advantage. Like you knew this was coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Like oh the situation is shifted. I'm going to prepare myself.
All right. How does a 21 sound?
You find purchase with your quarterstaff, and you pole vault like that one guy from the Olympics. Let's call him Gregory. And you soar through the air. You clear the 2 dwarf guards and their halberds by several feet. And as you're like somersaulting through the air and you tuck your knees, you land perfectly. Do you want to land in this guy's lap?
Yeah, I like the lap.
You land in this old man's lap, and you feel underneath his robes is like some kind of like thick, like that's not. Let me, Jeremy, strike that.
I get that from the record, please.
Hey, yo.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
Diddy, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. No trading. Yeah.
That's a note.
This podcast brought to you by Murder Inc. This week, Murder Inc.
You feel armor underneath his robes. As you land in his lap, and he lets out an exasperated "whoa." And do you say something cool?
Gotcha.
You whisper it in his
Then,
ear like you're telling him a secret.
Yes,
That
yes,
is pretty
yes,
cool.
yes.
The two
Then
closest guards, as Aldar turns and three arrows are poking out of his chest, and he uses the last of his efforts to crawl towards his fallen brother, Nomad. And what's the last thing that you say to him,
Um, seems
don't fall for that. Don't fall for that nonsense,
No,
MC.
I don't
none of that's real.
No, no, that's real.
Aldar, you have watched the other half of Nodar soar through the air like an angel on devil's wings and land in the lap of Horace Vandersloot, the owner of this island and the very castle you find yourselves in. However, at this movement, it is time to roll initiative as the six
Hold on.
guards again to engage, unless.
Hold up
Oh
there.
yeah, that's fair. I told you if
Yeah,
you succeeded, you would get a moment here. What do you say?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I'm gonna roll. Well, I can say it. Let me roll for intimidation. I roll a 22,
Okay.
and I say, "My lord, don't take us for fools. We have been good business partners, and you don't want to lose your head today over some nonsense. Listen to what our counsel is, or suffer the consequences.
Get,
We didn't make it this far by being meek and being mistaken for fools.
call your boy off me.
It depends on what your next steps are going to be, because if you're going to have us arrested, you will meet your demise here, exactly where you stand."
His son stands up and is like, "Father, what do you want me to do?" And Horace doesn't take his eyes off of the little dwarf man who's landed in his lap, and he says, "I need a show of good faith. Put down your weapons and let's handle this like gentlemen."
Well, you tell your guards to put down their weapons first, and then we'll think about it.
God's at ease. And they're still holding their halberds, but they have them at not directed at you.
Yes.
He says, "Oh, now drop your weapons and let's talk about this like civilized men."
We do the hand gesture where we ourselves also lower our weapons. We're not gonna drop them, but we're gonna lower them. Things are tense. It's like a elvish standoff or whatever
Now that
the
we understand each other, call your boy off. Get off of me, little man.
I'll
Nomad.
sit down in the chair next to him of the guy that was standing, and facing him, and my legs are probably dangling, and
Yeah,
every third swing, I'm gonna kick his chair, just
Also picture,
enough.
yeah. Also picture you eating a fantasy plum, nibbling at one just to see if it was good or not, because you were maybe curious.
Yeah, whatever he was eating, I'm now scarfing it down.
Yeah,
Whatever.
The detritus left on Frank's plate, as you look down, you realize it's barely been touched. And as you look around this room, you actually don't see Frank at all. And,
That's not good.
Horace says, Predic, head upstairs, my boy. Yes, father. He disappears from behind one of the hallways. And he says, now, what were you saying about neutral ground?
Yes. Let's schedule a meeting so you guys can meet in a neutral space where you can come to negotiations and get them to work so you can be rich and we can continue doing business.
The bazaar, then. Noon? Does that work for
That sounds amiable. Yeah. We'll track the other person down and give them the information and we can meet at noon.
Excellent. Now, please, leave my chambers.
Sounds good.
There's a whole big pot of wine as well as some food, but that's been scattered by kind of the scuffle of what's taking place.
Yeah. I signal to Nomad to get a to-go plate and let's get going.
As Nomad I get it. What does Nomad do? Just start putting shit, raw stuff in his pocket?
Yeah, I mean, Nomad's always ready to strap up, so I thought he put on cargo pants, if I remember correctly, with his vest. I think they were cargo
that
shorts.
checks out. You're right.
Yeah, so I got maximum pocket space, so I'm just
Six
full.
holes in each pocket.
Yeah, I'm full stuffing, and then I'm gonna be like, Aldar, come here, help me out. Let's
There's an
grab
awkward
the wine.
45 seconds as you guys start putting stuff in your pockets.
I'm
Yeah,
imagining
and
like
then
Napoleon Dynamite with the tots.
Yeah, you're slamming, you're getting ready to hit these tots hard. They're actually, you know what? There are some fantasy tater tots on the table.
yeah, and then
I
we're gonna
grab
take
those.
like the whole thing of wine, like the whole
That's the
whatever it's
shit.
gonna
That
be.
was the good stuff they didn't let us drink.
Please leave. The guards start to like shuffle you away as you're holding like as much food as a person could possibly hold. Aldar takes like a tankard of, I guess, vague red wine, or what he thinks is red
Yes.
wine. Okay. And as you're leaving, he calls out to you, Red River, and says one more thing.
Yes, sir.
He's not ever coming here again. He's banished from this island. And he points at Nomad.
That's all right. That's all right. He,
I like
he
it.
grows on you. He grows
I'll
on
blow him a kiss and wink.
you.
He puts on the like angriest old man trying to return soup at a deli face. Like he is very
Yeah.
about this. Podrick says, well, gosh, you guys make me look like total asshole. God.
Oh, your man wanted to arrest us. You know that ain't right. We didn't even do nothing. There was no charges.
I was listening when Soldier Boy told me, he says as he leads you outside the castle.
Yeah. You're a good man, Podrick.
The guards outside are like, is he good to be are they going to be taken outside the gates? And Podrick says, yes, please deal with them immediately.
I tell Podrick, hey, there's always a spot in our ship for you, bro.
What? Really?
Yeah, if you want to hang out,
Like, can I just?
we'll take you to the next island.
Can I just chill?
No, dog. You gotta do your stuff.
Oh.
Prepare meals and stuff like that. We need a crew fed, you know. Are you good to cook?
I'm basically just a servant now, and you're offering me an equal servant job later.
But at sea, bro.
Okay, thank
You'll
you.
be free.
Yeah. Come on, dog. Anyway, offer stands.
Well,
We run into you later.
The way you guys smell, he says as he walks you to the gate.
What the Rock is cooking?
Well, you guys just have a scent about you.
Yeah. It's the consequence of being at sea for extended periods of time and kicking ass.
Okay.
It's what you're smelling is the smell of awesome.
I thought you were gonna
It's
say
hard to rub off.
yes. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, great.
No.
It's probably
No,
like you guys got the early meeting slot in his Google calendar, so it's like
Yep.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
And what do you guys want to do? You have a noon meeting at the bazaar.
I would
You also notice,
think.
just to be fair, there's very few people out in the crossroads now. Like
Yeah.
since the skerfuffle, there's still like someone's probably put some sawdust on the blood from that one guy getting stabbed, but like no one's really out here doing commerce right now.
Yeah. I think
Should
Well, they're
My-
on strike, so they shouldn't be doing commerce.
yeah, they're on strike.
Yeah, no, I mean like you usually see like merchants and
Merchants?
folks, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Amaya had thrown a fantasy raven up. So once we come out, we send word quickly to my auntie that that the meeting is taking place, so that she can prepare her assets.
Okay, what was Swiffer? What were you saying?
That was what I was going to recommend, is that we talk to Nettie.
Yeah, it only takes you guys like 5 minutes because you know where Nettie's like the safe house is. And she says, "Well, gosh, what do I say? I guess I could try and negotiate the deal we had before." I like the penguins, by the way, signifying where you guys are at any given moment.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Like we're playing an old video game. It's great.
Can you add Aldar just for?
Oh yeah,
Continue.
Aldar's here. Which one was it that we like?
The little,
Find the reindeer.
Oh yeah, please. If you could put the same reindeer on there.
Sufer's in charge of continuity.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
basically our graphic artist. I found a cute one. Oh no, she's already got it.
No, hell no. Get your big deer out of here.
I don't like.
Deleted it.
Oh, there's your starts flossing, just as aggressively.
Just fucking floss. Yeah. He doesn't know why he's flossing. He's just flossing.
He just knows that that's his default stance. If he was a fighting,
Some people have a tick.
He would stand in place and floss. Yeah, you guys have about 2 hours before the meet. Nettie says, "What do you think? Should we spring a trap? Should we make a plan? Like, are you guys gonna help me negotiate? Like, what's the plan here? I've only done this once before, and I have an accent. I remember now, and I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no, naturally. Nerves are to be expected. This is a lot at stake. Here's the thing, Auntie. Yeah, you gotta negotiate. Remember who you represent. This is not you're not doing this for you. You're doing it for your people. So first, you need to bring your most trusted advisors, right, and come up with the terms that you guys are negotiating. Now, from a logistics standpoint, we'll give you a few ideas. One of the ones that comes to mind is like set up your people to fake run the bazaar stores so that you're surrounded by all your people, and you can overwhelm any amount of guards that come up. So just make it look like there's people at the bazaar, but in reality, it's all your peoples.
Weapons, son. I ain't gonna ask my folks to get themselves killed.
Yeah, well, you gotta fight for what you believe in, there, Auntie.
We can break into the what the hell is that called? The barracks.
Aldar has entered the chat. Hello,
Sneak
Mike.
into the barracks.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So there's a hole in the wall we noticed.
Aldar has something to say.
Hey, chat.
Yeah,
I don't know how many damn times Aldar has let us know that there's a we can get over the fence, but we know.
We must do it.
Here's Auntie. Let's pursue two avenues here. You need weapons, for sure. So we'll help you guys gather some weapons. But a 2x4, whacking somebody with a 2x4, one of your mining fellas, you do a lot of damage with that. So get some improvised weapons going. I'm sure you guys have craftsmen and other folks. But we'll put a small team together to gather some weapons. Some of our finest boys.
I'll see what I can do on my end. I'll gather some folk, but they're getting kind of restless.
Yeah.
To be counted on if shit truly hits the metaphorical the fantasy fan.
Well, you guys got the numbers, and they need you guys to work. So I don't think it'll come to that. We don't have to go. Shit goes to the fan, but it is advantageous to have weapons so that you can show your strength. And at the end of the day, if you don't work, they can't make you, and they're not going to do it themselves. So remember, they need you as much as you need them. So just keep that in mind as you're negotiating. However, having weapons is always helpful, especially when they're bullying you. So we'll help with that.
All right, I'll talk to my boys, but you guys do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and then get whatever wood you guys have to create, shields and different things like that. You can do a lot of shit with a shield wall, etc. And so maybe there's a training montage where we show some guys how to do a shield wall and how to.
So basically, the most combat effective people were most loyal to Forg, and they unfortunately refused to work with you guys as you have a reputation of having taken their leader. However, there is a group that will help you. I cannot have the person training them also do the mission that I believe is going to take place. So I guess someone needs to stay behind and explain this montage to me, or at least someone.
I can sit behind
the
it.
Highest, though. Okay.
Yeah, it's not me. I won't. I don't think I have the highest stealth, but I can sit behind. I don't mind.
Somebody say
Stealth.
You appear from behind a tree nearby and say someone says you do a combat
Okay,
from behind a tree.
Angus pops up from an improvised ditch he just dug.
Yeah, he dug it himself and popped out of it.
Yeah, he pre-dug it. He's been digging ditches the whole time.
I knew this was coming, so I had the ditch
Yeah.
there just in case, for
It's
sure.
got that business that they rub on their face in war zones where there's 3 black marks across his face like Rambo.
I turn to Angus and I go, "You're in charge of this operation there, Angus. Let's get the weapons, and if possible, let's not get detected because we want to continue to do business here. But I won't be there, so you guys use your discretion. I'll train these folks and get my battle ready for this negotiation."
Japer, we'll do your montage and then we'll describe this other mission. Like 12 of the fairly strong. Some of them are not so strong, but they're all youngish, and these are basically the most battle-ready warriors that Nettie has
Yeah.
available. What do you say to them? I want to say you could probably roll survival, or
This is your survival.
like what do you want to teach them skills, or do you want to
No.
encourage them not to be afraid? Like what do you?
First of all, yeah, I'm talking to the fellas. Just a little brief introduction. You know, there's some team building bullshit. One of the fellas.
Everyone goes around and says a fun fact about themselves.
Yeah, one of the little fellas looks like he can handle himself. I asked, hey, does anybody here have combat experience? And then one of them was a soldier, had been a soldier.
As a matter of fact, the one that steps forward is Fred. And
Yeah, so I said,
Scrapper too.
all right, Fred, you're gonna lead this small platoon, okay? So everybody, when shit hits the fan, you listen to whatever Fred or me say. Nobody else, okay? And so,
Yes,
you know,
sir, says the crowd.
I get Fred's one of his sleeves from his shirt, and I rip it off like I'm Hulk Hogan,
That's good.
and I make it into a makeshift bandana, and I wrap it around his head like he's fucking Rambo. You know what I'm saying?
Fred has been
Yeah.
promoted to left.
Yeah, music's playing in the background, and I tell the men, Fred's your daddy, okay, from now on. So listen to what he has to say. And then we go in through a sequence of like, we have these obnoxiously big shields, kind of the size of almost a smaller door, but like they're big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I show them how to like deflect blows and how to push and how to move together. And then, you know, there's a lot of again, and then I pull Fred to the side and I'm like, hey, we got a few hours here. These guys have a lot of potential, but we're only gonna survive if these fellas, you know, do their thing.
So I'm picturing these are so big that maybe it's 2 people to each shield. Like these are like
Could be, yeah.
like picnic tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then because there's 2 people.
Scarecrow that they're bonking with the shields.
Yeah. And then because they, the men are holding the door between 2 people, they have a free hand. In that free hand, they have a piece of wood with nails at the end. Maybe a small shovel somebody likes to wield. Whatever, a hammer. And so that's what they're gonna whack with.
Yeah, they've got various like tools like that.
They got tools.
Made for combat, but they you can bonk someone with anything.
Yeah. So that's the idea. That's how we're gonna do it. Then I go over as quickly as possible with some like sand diagrams, just drawn in the sand. I said, here's how we're gonna move. Here's what this defense information look like. If we need to drive a wedge, here's what that looks like. Right, and then Fred's familiar with all these concepts, so I just have them drilling. Yeah, I get an obnoxiously large pipe at some point, and just
You're standing in front of a fantasy American flag.
yeah.
And
Whatever,
What do you say to these men, and then what role do you do? I'm sorry, men and women. There's also gruff.
Men and women, just men and women. Yeah. Of all the species, by the way.
It's every race. It's like a new Disney movie. Every race.
Yeah.
Is here.
And all we're doing here is nothing fancy. We're just doing fundamentals. Just drilling the fundamentals. And I hit him with a... Hold up, player.
The smallest
Maybe
one
I-
comes to the front and says, "I'm ready, sir."
Lovely, Randy. Get back in line. Listen to your daddy.
Very good.
Don't you look at me. Yeah, don't you look at me when I'm not talking to you. I hit him with I guess a survival makes sense. Yeah, I hit him with a survival because I guess it's a wisdom one, right? So we're gonna hit him with a survival. Hit him with a fucking 18. It fucking like a Pantene V Pro commercial. Wind just hits my fucking hair, and it's just waving. It's waving. A single cloud.
Like Bill.
Oh, it's a cloudy day, but a single cloud parts, and my fucking sword is gleaming as I unsheath it. And I tell these fellas, gentlemen, we're not just fighting for your future, but your children's future here. These contracts are going to set you guys up for life. It's like the equivalent of an NBA contract.
What?
You guys are gonna be just fucking
Says
fine.
small slut.
Yeah. And then I like, I don't know, I'm sure there's not a fantasy Coach K, but like I would say something like that.
Yeah,
Something cool for like.
And like when they tell stories about this moment later, you were hovering. Like you were. It was barely
Yeah.
perceptible, but
Yeah.
no one was quite sure if you were hovering like David Blaine as you were
Yeah,
delivering this speech.
And there was talk about like a spin-off show about these OG first defenders,
Yeah.
right? And they're becoming like a minor safety rescue group.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If any of them survive. So while you guys are doing that and having the coolest moment
That's
of your
unfortunate.
lives, what is everyone else doing? You have 2 hours until the meeting.
I'm gonna rip my antlers off. It's about that time. So
You're not even
Is
done
that-
fighting. You're just standing around. You're like, ah!
we gotta come up with a plan there, Chiefs.
Someone turns and says, Aldar, what's the plan? And you rip your antlers off.
hello, mates. Just wait a second. This happens every year. Like, ow! And both my antlers are off my head. Is anybody staying behind?
It's a grizzly kersnump as you rip both antlers off.
He regrows the antlers.
Immediately
Yep.
rises in the new antlers.
It's like he was shedding or something.
Yeah. I think there's actually a name for it. I just can't remember what it is, but it's like
It's
melting or something.
molting. Yeah, something like that.
You're into something. You're into something there.
So yeah, I actually saw something on that. It was like, I think it's elks or something. They do that every year. So that was pretty crazy. That's something I learned. So I'm gonna akin that. That's gonna be what I do. So
That's your action for the next 2
my
hours. You rip your
super-
antlers off.
my super weapon will take a long time to make. It's gonna take another year, but hopefully by the time that rolls around, I can have my super weapon. So
Just so I understand,
just-
Aldar takes over. You guys are contemplating this high tension situation. You scream and rip your antlers off, politely put them in your bag, thinking, I'll do something with these later.
that's it.
Okay, great.
I would like to think that he gives it to a young boy who's like being like a young like deerling folk that he like looks up to because he's never seen like a big like battle ready type Aldar motherfucker, and he just gives it to him and say, hey, tell the boys in my ship to take care of this and put it in my chest. That's what happens in my mindset.
A little antler kid boy walks up and says, Sir, that was incredible.
Yeah.
What?
Take
what do you
care of
guys
'em.
do?
When were we planning to raid the barracks sneakily, silently?
Yeah, we kind of like need those weapons, right?
Yeah, you have 2 hours. The clock has begun.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna head on over then. See if I can. I'm gonna ask for the sneakiest, stealthiest people to come with, if she has any to spare.
She's like, look, I only have so many like folks, and they're training with, and you see over there, and sure enough, you see Red River floating and shimmering in the air, and you don't think you can pull away any of those people to come help you.
I'll go to keep an eye out.
I'll go.
I'm gonna need somebody to help carry. Yeah, Aldar. I need Aldar. But if I like,
I'll go as well.
plan is I'll probably just sneak in and just like have them shuffle weapons back.
Okay. Yeah.
I could also be stealthy at times when I'm not inebriated, so you've caught me at a good moment, I'd say.
Perfect. Nomad, you're hired.
Am I hired?
Oh, you volunteered for free, so I guess.
Oh,
I
you guys are getting paid for this?
mean, Nomad has a specific skill set which, deserves a penny or two.
I don't know, this sounds a little biased, but it's fine.
I don't make the rules.
Mm.
Alright, well.
What are we calling this Do we have a cool name?
Silent but deadly.
Perfect. That's what I get for this game. Yeah. Team Silent but Deadly starts making their way across the crossroads, and you actually see some movement at where the guards are posted up at the walls, and several of the guards start walking towards Huck and Berry, and several others start walking towards the general store, Randy's Rats General Store, that I have it mislabeled here, next to the gap in the wall. It is daylight time. This gap in the wall has like some shrubbery around it, but the space around that is like open. So I would need to know how you do that. Like, who's going through and how are they executing that?
Would it be better for us to go on the water instead? Like the people who are sneaking, and then just have maybe like a watch party at the wall, and then
So
maybe
yes,
we just
with the caveat, I described this once 5 weeks ago. This side of the island is like kind of slanted up in the air, and this is like a craggy coast. It's not impossible, but it would be extremely difficult.
Okay. I say we could, somebody or a few of us can make a distraction just to, talk to the guards or whatever.
I think we only go with the distraction if it's like we need
If we need
attention
it.
drawn somewhere.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
yeah, like if
We
like
need to
something
give
comes
it
up while we
attention.
sneak in, yeah. Like if you
Okay.
guys notice something while we're trying to sneak in, definitely just default to distraction mode for us. Give us a little bit of time to get in there.
Aye.
Well, what I can always do is if somebody watches my body, I can use one of my familiars and see if there's somebody coming before there's any
There
inclination.
we go. Hell yeah.
I'll
And then
watch.
if I see somebody coming, then I can come back too, and we can have a signal of sorts in order to alert. I don't know how good Jasora is at animal. I don't know what kind of signal you guys want.
I could be an animal.
Yeah, whatever animal. Like an owl or
I
something.
could be a little birdie.
Little bird.
I'm sorry, just stop it.
An owl.
Be an animal with a fly speed.
Fuck.
Not yet.
Hold on. A cricket?
It could be a cricket. Yeah, sure.
Hold on.
Yeah,
What
there
is
we
what is decently loud? That other people can
Cicada,
hear.
imaginary, fantasy cicada.
A fantasy
Pretty loud.
cicada. Those are kind of gross looking though.
That's fine.
What's that got to do with it?
If I was deciding what to turn into, I would want something not gross, but that's just me.
Okay.
That's just how I operate when I'm a druid.
Not everything's about you, Drew.
Sorry.
It's all about you.
I feel like it's a good time to point out that Nomad probably has like hearing loss from all the blows to the head.
Yeah.
So small insect noises is not going to do much for me.
Hearing loss. My worst enemy.
Jasora's arch nemesis still followed her in the campaign.
I could give like Nomad a tap or something, like a double tap if we need to like withdraw or like slow down or something.
Okay.
Who's on team
I'll be-
Silent and who's on team Deadly?
Yeah, we need to know who's going over the wall. I guess that is.
I'm
Nomad,
gonna be
is
a
Nomad
lookout.
Angus.
Yeah, I think it's me and Angus that are doing the high flying today.
Okay.
Classic.
Dream team.
So, Jasora, how does the animal thing work? What do we have to do?
Why don't I'll just if something goes wrong and I have to alert you, I will turn into a snake and I'll come by. If you see a snake, bad things are happening.
Okay.
I hope a random snake doesn't
If you see a snake, what color snake are you gonna be? What kind? Like, what are your colors? Are distinctively you?
I kind of want to be purple.
Okay.
Be a dark purple snake.
So me and Amaya will post out just by the bush. Are we gonna be in the bush?
Yeah, you guys mark on the map where the team is gonna be, just for my edification.
Or the lookout team?
Yeah.
I don't think you
Alright.
guys should be hiding in the bush. Maybe
No, we're
like
just gonna be
bird watching.
Yeah, we'll just be
Yeah, okay.
standing kind of by the general store, just hanging out, you know.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, I'll put us as little hearts right here. We'll be just chilling.
Okay. Little hearts.
Right by Randy's Rat
Can I-
General Store.
I know I'm not in this sequence, but can I make a suggestion about the snake? Can it be purple with like a identifiable logo so you guys don't get mistaken, like the golden arches of McDonald's, or like a Nike swoosh?
The golden arches.
Actually, that's
Nike
not
swoosh.
we have to pay for that.
Or the little Starbucks lady, but not in green, so we don't have to pay for it. Maybe in yellow.
It's legally distinct.
Yeah.
It could just straight up be like a nanner on your nanner
Yeah.
marker.
Oh, yellow mark.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
okay.
nanner.
Okay.
Sorry, I digress. I'm sorry. I'm moving on to 10, my man.
Okay, can I tell you what the plan is to my understanding, and then you guys correct me, because this can't possibly be the plan.
It might be.
Okay, so...
Go for it.
Oh, my screen just went white. Oh, it's fine. Okay, so... who's the lookout team? Jasora and Amaya?
So?
In Aldar.
So,
Yeah.
Amaya, Jasora...
Aldar? I don't want Aldar
Wait.
there. He'd cause death and destruction.
I mean, where am I gonna be? Am I gonna be in the fucking bush too?
I thought you had to
guess-
help carry the fucking stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep, I'll be there.
So,
Oh
Amaya,
my
Jasora-
lord.
Amaya's like Bran in Game of Thrones, where her eyes are white and she's soaring through the air as Simone. And she's keeping a lookout for the invasion team. When she sees that the invasion team is having a problem or needs a distraction, her bird will do something that will tell Sora to become a snake, which will tell someone something.
No, she'll come back too and be like, there's trouble, and then I'll take off.
And do what? And become a snake?
Yeah, and I go to it'll get me there faster.
Yeah, but what do you
And-
do? Okay, so you're not distracting anyone, you're just gonna come help them.
Yeah, I give them a heads up.
Okay.
Yeah, without getting caught too, because she could just get right to the bush as a snake.
Yeah.
It'll be just like a warning for us to like be cautious.
Exactly.
I'm glad we talked about this. Because I thought it was gonna trigger her distracting the guards to like get them.
As a snake.
The snake is the snake backup. That's what's happening. So
Yeah.
Man, I probably would distract him though.
I mean, it could. It just depends on the situation, I guess.
Okay, so-
Yeah.
Depends on if they're scared of snakes.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this checks out, I guess. How does Sneak Team approach the bushes?
We're probably gonna need Aldar to sit back and maybe just hang out for if we do need a distraction.
Aldar, you wait in the actual bushes, and just if they bring things back to you, actually just sit there.
DM, could I actually increase my... I know this might be shiesty, but I didn't make a
Oh,
modification to myself. I made a modification to my body. That's just... It's naturally what I could do. Do I get to increase my stealth at all? Good sir?
Oh, because he doesn't have fucking horns anymore.
Tell me what
Yeah.
Tell me, because first of all, no, I'm not adjusting your stats. I can try to get an advantage or something, but it has to be pretty good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm
I
really
was
sorry.
thinking, could it
Just
be
pretend
advantage?
pretend you're sick in the bushes. Nobody will come near you.
You're
if you're
drunk.
sick. No, don't be drunk. You
Okay.
can get arrested. Speaking from experience.
You're hungover.
I didn't know that.
Nomad's been Drunk Tank has like a section named after Nomad in a lot of different islands.
All right, I like the sick. the sick note. I'll give him the sick note, and if I get caught.
Right. Like both
That's-
ends sick, you know? Like you gotta really make it.
I don't know how I'm gonna fake both ends sick, but okay.
It's gonna be a hell
We'll
of a
figure that
roll
out.
check.
Yeah, we'll figure that out in a moment.
Just take some of these berries, and I hand them some thigh berries.
Oof.
Do you
My
take
stomach
the-
starts hurting
do
while
you
just
take
looking
the
at it.
berries?
Is this gonna kill me if I take it?
There's a chance.
Jesus. I'll take one of them, but I don't actually take it. I don't take it
You
yet.
throw
You
it
just
up in
keep it in your
crotch?
pocket.
No, I put it in my pocket.
Okay, you have one questionable thigh berry.
Thank you, good sir.
Alright, so go ahead and execute this plan and walk me through every bit of it, please.
Good luck, team.
You guys all put your hands
All
in the
right.
middle?
So we're following Angus's lead pretty much, and that's gonna get us there to the bush at least, and then we'll figure it out after that.
I love this. I love this. Just
Nomad and I are gonna somersault into the bushes.
blind faith. As you guys are all approaching the bush near the general store, one guard is posted out front, not facing the bush, like facing the crossroads. As another one, anyone with passive perception of 12 or higher can hear. They're basically asking the shopkeepers to lock up, like your business is you're closed for the day, like not optionally. And yeah, you guys are able to make it to the bush without getting anyone's ire. Like you don't notice any eyes on you. No stealth check required.
Okay.
Like only like 5 feet into this dense foliage, you see the wall, and it is broken and kind of worn down in a spot. It looks like maybe there was a construction accident here, and it's only 2 feet tall.
I'm gonna investigate the wall and see if like there's any weakened rubble that will break if we were to try to climb it.
Make me I guess just investigation, yeah.
How does a 16 do?
Yeah, this wall, like what's left of it is solid. It's more erosion than anything, so like it feels like it's gonna be fine to like step and jump on. The wall itself
Alright.
with a 16 is made out of like it's a very dense, dark stone, and it looks similar to the stone like ringing this island. Like it looks like it wasn't the stone wasn't brought here from somewhere. This was made from like the pieces they found here.
Perfect. I'm gonna give Nomad the old like old nod and like give him the little booster hands to get him up.
Oh,
Because he's
at its lowest point, it's like 2 feet.
Oh yeah, I know. It's more of an insult to Nomad's
yeah,
height.
You're just being sarcastic, silently sarcastic to this person.
And you know what?
Steal it.
I appreciate that because I'm only like 4 feet tall, so that's about half my height.
That's true.
Yeah. I do need the hands, actually.
Help Nomad over the wall real quick to be as silent as possible.
As he crosses the threshold of the wall, nothing happens. Yeah, you land on the other side with a deft 2 feet planted. You can barely see outside the foliage, but you can see this large 2-story building kind of looming over you. It is about 20 feet from you, and all around it are like little paths, like well-worn paths that weren't made, but were just made because people kept walking them. I'm drawing them in yellow because that's just where I'm at. And right now there are 2 people practicing hitting target dummies about 20 feet away from you. The entrance to this building is open and facing you.
Can I do an investigation check?
What are you investigating?
You mentioned the 2 people hitting the dummies. Are they like really into hitting the dummies, or are they kind of just doing it because they have to?
Ooh.
They are, you know what? Just roll me an investigation check, or an insight, whichever you have higher.
10.
Yeah, one of them you can see is kind of dogging it. And you guys can hear some muttering between them, but at this distance you're not sure what they're saying because of your ear damage.
Alright, so I'll like to pick up like a few mini rocks from the ground and just put them in one of my pockets, but make sure they don't clink when I move.
Are you saying pebbles? or are mini rocks a different thing that I'm not aware of?
Yeah, like if I were to hit somebody in the head with the rock, we're not going to break skin, but they're going to notice.
But these are above pebble. I guess we do need a word for bigger than pebble, but smaller than rock. Yeah, you pick up some little rocks.
A stone.
You pick up some stones. Not too many to make a lot of noise to adjust your stealth stat. But yeah, you have a few stones.
Alright.
And you, Aldar, and Angus are like cute, like little. Your faces are kind of poking out of a bush like it's Scooby Doo, like one on top of the other. It's adorable. And when the camera shows everyone else what's happening, it's because Nomad is at the bottom and you guys are both standing on him. Like a hilarious cartoon.
Alright, Angus. Psst, Angus.
Yeah. What's up, bud?
Walk over. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, how are we doing this? We're going to hit it? Do we want to go through the basement floor? Do we want to go through the second story window? How we get in this place?
You said it's just. Are these circles over here us on the left side, or are we at the wall, like in the?
You're in here. I guess. No, that was just my funny joke.
Okay.
You're all right here. You're in the foliage.
Okay. Okay. Good.
We'll call this the gap. You guys are in the gap.
Could we maybe give it a couple minutes to see if they potentially patrol back and like take a break?
Yeah. You guys could like burn, let's say, 15 minutes, like looking out. Sarah's Find Familiar spell, I think, lasts for an hour. And Jasora, I guess you're just staring at Amaya to see when she comes back to like coherence.
We're just hanging out.
Well, you're hanging out just so I understand and see it in my headspace.
But yes, I'm next to her and she's
They're,
just.
like, twitching, and you're just staring at her.
Well, I'm not being creepy. She's fine when she's in it. I'm just kind of hanging around her so that no one attacks her.
For the 15 minutes, though, you see the guards leave the general store, and they like make sure Helga locks up, and then they leave her to go to the next store. And one of them approaches you and says, "What are you doing out here? You're gonna need to clear out."
Oh, we can't just stand here?
Well, I can't. I'm not supposed to say. Look, some VIPs are coming through, and we gotta secure the area.
Oh, yeah. I'm aware. We're part of the party that is going to meet up with the VIPs. You mean Mr. I lower my voice, Mr. Vandersloot, and the head of the miners. We're a part of that group that sort of got that together. We're also sort of on the lookout and just staying safe, keeping everything, being mindful of the whole situation.
You guys ever notice when you're talking to someone in real life, and the longer they talk, the less you believe them?
Excuse you?
This guard is having
Nothing about that was not believable.
This guard is having a similar moment where he's not fully. He senses something might be afoot. He says, "Okay, well, how long do you need?"
What? Are we not? No, sir. I'm genuinely Are we not allowed to stay with our group that will be meeting at the bazaar that we know of?
You can come back for the meeting. It's just we're supposed to secure the area. Like, I really, need this job.
Oh, okay. Well, our boat's just right there, and I point to the RV Argana, and
So head on
we.
Out, he says.
Okay. We will.
Okay.
I can't get her attention. She's scoping out, looking for miners and stuff, watching for.
Oh my god.
Can I do a roll to see if I can perceive that he's talking to us?
Can she perceive her surroundings when she's in it?
No, I feel like and Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I feel like if I learned the spell, thing I would learn is to keep an eye on myself, my human body. So like,
Right, like, I mean,
know that this is happening.
right, like I don't think that Simone would be so far away from me that I couldn't see myself.
Yeah, and she's not traveled far enough to where she wouldn't be able to see this. But yeah, you totally see this happening.
I come to. I pretend that I'm waking up.
Oh,
And I say,
standing up. You guys are weird. Is this how Aldar people are?
That's racist, but it's fine, dude. We'll head.
I've been in the HR like 3 times. I just don't tell anyone I said.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh God. Let's just you guys be.
oh God, that's an interesting name.
Let's just not worry about it.
We'll head towards our boat just so no one gets onto us. But
he's like covering up his fantasy badge number.
Is that what is that? I see around his fingers. Is that Barry?
Yeah, it's Barry.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Barry. But we'll be on our way. We won't cause any trouble. I promise.
Thanks. I love you. What? Bye.
Okay. Alright. We'll also
We also pretend to leave, but we don't actually leave. We just go back to and find a semi-better hiding spot.
Yeah, we'll head maybe like more just towards like behind the general store. Like we'll be like right.
Loitering back there like teens is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yes. Fantasy cigarette.
You guys smoke a fantasy cigarette and you embarrass Barry. It's been about 15 minutes for Operation Deadly. The 2 guys that are hitting the dummies after like 10 minutes, like turn to each other and be like, bro, like, is this enough? Like, we're good, right? And the other one's like, yeah, for sure, man, you can go in. And the guy that was kind of dogging it and like kind of moaning the whole time, he goes into the barracks. The other is still just like, he's taking it like weirdly serious. You know, the guy at work who really makes sure his emails are all nice and tight. Like, he takes his job very seriously, and this guy is like using a short sword to stab at this wooden post. 5 minutes later, at the end of the 15-minute session, you see 2 guards like walk by in tandem and also enter the barracks.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
You've seen, you can confirm that there are at least 3 guards inside the barracks. There's 1 guy still hitting this dummy.
And we're trying to go inside the barracks.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want.
Alright.
I might have to go with it. We're going to have to murder some people, I think, mate.
Alright. Aldar.
It's like an open window, but there's no window. Like, it's just an open air. Like, it's in the shape of like a diamond. But there's no glass.
Alright. Aldar,
give
here's
y'all
the
a
thing.
boost. Yeah.
I think
Hit me with it.
you're gonna have to scream fire and flush them out.
Scream fire? Why can't you scream fire?
Well, they probably already know my face. I was already banished from the island, so there might already be posters in the making of me. They probably don't know your face yet. So. Plus, I got little legs. You've got bigger legs, so you could probably run away faster.
Yeah, the problem with that is we're on the other side of this wall, mate, and if I scream fire and they see me, I'm not in guard uniform.
Well, that's the thing, right? You're going to get back on the other side of the wall and be like jumping and waving your hands, screaming fire.
What if we knock out that 1 guard there, take his guard outfit, and give it to Aldar?
What's the size of this man? Would Aldar fit in the uniform?
Yeah, he is actually an antler-kin man, yeah.
Perfect.
Alright,
Oh,
so I'm gonna start ninja rolling towards this man.
Oh, God.
I am also gonna go with.
Okay,
yeah.
both of you make me a stealth check, please.
Jesus.
And for reference, the ninja rolls are gonna look like what was that, Beverly Hills Ninja?
Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley.
My favorite Chris Farley film.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
I got 19.
Oh, yeah.
23.
You guys.
Oh, shit.
There's not many shadows. appear and disappear, and like Aldar, you're watching this, and like even your eyes are having trouble keeping up with the. Are you guys in armor or are you guys in your fancy clothes?
We're still in our fancy clothes. Plus, I'm not wearing armor.
Oh,
I think I wear
you
like.
just look like a fancy lad.
Yeah.
You guys are right behind this guy, and he is like so focused on hitting this target that the irony has not yet dawned on him that two enemy combatants have snuck up. You guys look through the doorway as you walk past, and you don't see any figures, but you do see lantern light from inside.
All right, so I'm gonna signal to Angus that Angus hits him low, and I'll hit him high, and then we're gonna just casually assault him.
I'm gonna make sure
quietly.
I'm gonna let Nomad know that he's gonna have to grab his mouth so he doesn't scream. Sort of like an assassin trying to silently kill someone.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask. This is a kill job, right?
Well, is this a knockout or a kill?
Aldar says from the bush, is this a knockout or a kill? And the guard turns and says,
No.
No, just kidding.
Hold on.
This
I mean,
in Aldar is up to Angus and Nomad now.
I would like to not kill, but
Yeah,
there's also.
We'll go for the knockout. So we're gonna go like quarterstaff to the jugular, in like a calm manner, just enough to cut off the airway, but not hold it there.
Shot to the larynx.
Yep. And then Angus is gonna catch him as he gently comes to the ground.
Yeah, so the metal doesn't clink.
This is a swing. He is gonna notice you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Angus, are you good to just catch this gentleman and I guess finish him off?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Can I
catch
say
him
something?
and make sure he falls silently.
You hear Red's voice in your heads. Go ahead.
Yeah, from like a training montage from like 3 weeks ago. When you catch him, caress the side of his cheek.
Yeah.
Was what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be gentle.
Yeah.
When I get hit in the
We have spoken about.
reference is gentle.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm back to training my folks.
Yeah, they're all like, "Sir, what were you thinking about just now?"
I whack him with the back of my weapon and say, "Get back in formation, Steven." Shut the fuck up.
Gets back in formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage, bud.
Only Nomad's rolling, right?
Yeah, unless Angus is doing something.
I mean, I'm just there to catch him after the whack.
I'm gonna make sure with a 23 you can handle this stealthily if it goes right.
Yeah, I got a 20 on the attack roll.
Oh, go ahead and roll damage.
Damage to the jugular? That's kind of tough. Oh, goddamn. 11.
You roll max damage as
Yep.
your gentle quarterstaff. You
Jesus.
feel something pop. And only you can feel it probably in your hands as it reverberates through your quarterstaff. This guy collapses backwards as his eyes roll into the back of his head.
Oh, shit.
And I'm gonna catch him slowly. I'm gonna be like, sorry, pal.
You give him a gentle smooch right on his...
And just smooch him.
Okay, you're 20 feet from the bush and you have an unconscious man.
Jesus.
Well,
Alright.
you get the legs.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is an antlerkin man about the size of Aldar. I believe he's a solid 200 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we just have Aldar, come over.
Oh, yeah, we'll just wave him over then.
Yeah.
I'll run on over there.
Well, no, don't run. Don't run.
As Aldar
Stealthily.
sprints out of the bush,
I'll stealthily get over there.
Oh.
go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, shit.
crap.
Okay. Stealth. Roll a flat 1 die.
And
Stealth.
you're going to do it with disadvantage because you're wearing a tie-dye shirt.
Ooh, a 9. I didn't do it with disadvantage, though, no. I
It's
don't want to
okay,
do
just
that.
roll again.
I bring while this is happening, I bring sandwiches to our board crew.
Steven.
No, it's fuck Stevens. They got a drill. No, our people who are hanging out by the boat.
I mean, with disadvantage, it was actually better. It was 17.
We're gonna take the 17 as like the wind. Aldar like runs on the side of the wall like Naruto Shippuden, and he is also with this young man as Angus caresses, and a single tear rolls down his face.
Hello, mates. I think he killed this poor guy. Poor
He's just sleeping. He's
just sleeping. All right. I didn't think we were supposed to be killing anybody, mate.
He'll be
All right,
fine.
let's get him to the bush. Drew, is there a close bush by, or should we just go right back to the same one?
There are three options. There is the bush you came from that's about 20 feet away. There's another bush around you can't see all of it, but it's around the building. It's only like 15 feet away, and 30 feet away is the cliffs.
Oh, let's go by the cliff so then we can push him over the edge. So easy slow.
Oh, sounds like Splinter Cell now. Just hit, man. Jesus. I mean, no witnesses. So that's.
How far would the fall be?
You're not really sure from here. You'd have to go up to the cliff's edge.
Should we do it?
I mean,
Good.
Angus is the captain, but
I mean, Aldar and I could carry him over there and maybe just give him a gentle throw into the water.
Yeah, you guys make your way over to the cliffs.
yeah.
I'm not with that. We've got to disrobe this dude first of all his armor.
We didn't do that?
Guys, I was really, really hoping that I would describe the armor as the body tumbled over the cliff.
I thought we already took the clothes off of him already.
Alright, that's going to take some time. Are you doing that right here?
We need to get to the bush first.
Can we go to the bushes? Yeah.
Yeah. With the rolls you guys already had, you take him to the bushes.
Can we move? Can we move to the bushes behind, like that are like the taller bushes behind the memorial and the barracks?
Yeah, you guys. It's kind of hilarious. Aldar and Angus are here. What is Nomad doing? Is he standing on top of the body?
Well, I was actually gonna say that I was
right
gonna go
underneath
into
him.
the barracks. Like
Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna like already start scoping that dealio out with like complete faith.
Do you just peer inside the entrance of the barracks?
Yeah, from like an optimal angle, obviously, to try to maximize my view.
Make me a perception check.
All right. Oh yeah.
With you guys stealth check, stealth check. You guys do make it to the bush. And you
Okay.
I got a 9.
And begin disrobing this innocent man.
I'd like to say again. Wait, hold up. Just planning this out. Should we be closer to the wall so when I change and I could jump over the wall and yell fire? The attention of the. Yeah.
Yeah, like you'll make your way back by the wall.
Yeah,
like you'll pretend.
You guys are here where I drew this X.
Okay.
Just
want to.
Disrobing this man, and I guess
Yep.
you leave him. Do you leave him with his underpants?
I mean, if we're throwing him off the fucking cliff, it don't matter. But yeah, sure.
Okay. Seems weird. Yeah, Nomad with a 9. You peer like into this opening slightly. You can see like lantern light, and about 10 feet inside this large building near the entrance, you see a familiar little guy. What was the name of the helper guy in the castle, guys?
Podrick?
Podrick. You see Podrick. Podrick is like, he's writing on this ledger, like this large piece of paper, on like a drafting desk that's kind of tilted towards him. And you make out your own, like a crude drawing of your own face on the visage. And at the top of this thing, he's writing, exile, like, do not allow, arrest on sight. And it's like a little drawing of your face. And you hear other people in this like large room, but you can't see anyone else. With a 9. If you look a little closer, I'll let you roll again, but you would expose yourself. Potentially.
I will. No, I won't. I won't do that. But I will like mentally change my entire goal of this mission to destroy that piece of paper, but not tell anybody that I've changed that goal.
So if this is a video game, like a secondary objective would come up on your HUD.
That's it, you know.
Destroy the poster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, if he's got like a stack of it, like I'm taking the whole damn stack.
As far as you can tell with your perception check, he is working on what you consider might be the original of these posters.
All right, good.
Do you make your way back to the bush?
Yeah, and I'll tell him what I saw.
While this is happening, Aldar, this guy was a little bit smaller than you. It's a little tight, but you were able to put on this like half plate mail armor. It mostly
Dawn armor.
Much of your body, but you do have one problem. This guy's antlers were intact and yours are not.
Okay.
He is, well, you don't know the status of his health condition, but he is not moving and he is unconscious. What would you like to do? He is in his underwear.
We always have some Vanatar on hand. We could rip off his antlers and glue them onto your head.
I mean, there should just be holes, right, in the helmet. That's it. It shouldn't change it too much.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to pose as him, you look different. You don't look like him.
Well,
he also shed his antlers.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, real quick, Jasora, Amaya, you've watched this whole thing happen? What were your thoughts as you watched them assault this man and dragon and start disrobing him?
I honestly thought to myself, I couldn't help but come back to consciousness
Yeah, you come back
and
and just
quickly fill in Dora on the ridiculousness of what these guys are doing.
We're all fucking
And,
dead.
Like every 15 minutes, just give her a quick little
check back.
this is what they're doing now. Check this out. I can't keep this to myself.
We're all gonna fucking die. Oh my god.
Jasora, make me a perception check as you keep lookout.
Okay. A 13.
Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So Aldar, you are in your guard's outfit.
Do I add anything to my armor? Should I update that? How's that gonna work out?
Is gonna automatically with half plate.
AC.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
add it to you because then I'm gonna forget to take it away.
Oh shit! Take it away, good sir.
You know what? Fair point. We're gonna add half plate to you. You have 15
Excellent.
plus your dex modifier in AC. So 17 AC is what you have now.
Holy
you have
shit.
Disadvantage on all stealth checks.
Okay, that's all right.
Good, because he's running away and yelling fire at this point.
Yeah. So this is the.
Add it to your
Okay.
equipment.
Thank you. So this is the plan, boys. I'm not gonna engage these people very much. I'm gonna yell fire. I'm gonna get them going, and we run out the gate. And I'll try to take them as far as I can. And that's when you have to move quick. I guess you could just stash the weapons in the bush. I'm open to suggestions. Anything
Sounds
else we
good to
should
me.
think about?
Yeah, no, definitely. Only plan is to get weapons. Yep, that is the only reason we're here.
I know it's gonna be bad once I yell fire and we start running. I'm gonna try to break away from the group, and I'm going to have to probably change out of this armor again. But yes, there.
As Simone, can I hear what they're saying or no?
Yes, you have the senses. In my head, like birds and animals like that have like much better senses than humans do. So like, yeah, you can keep yourself in range to hear this entire plan.
Can I, as Simone, can I guide Simone to go down there? I'm not talking to her,
Okay.
but can I, through her, try to do a little mini charades?
You can do anything a bird could do.
Charades.
Wait, can I talk to this bird? since I have my acorn helmet.
Man.
Oh shit! We just broke the game.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
Fine.
yeah. Now you gotta look it up.
I should never have given you that stupid fucking helmet. Fine. You gained this.
Broke.
Okay.
You did this to yourself,
Walkie-talkie
mate.
now.
Small wounded creature.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay. Your familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands. Okay, so you're not inhabiting this creature. It is just. So the good news is you don't have to be like catatonic, but it is not you.
Right. Right.
So it can only talk what a raven could talk. So yes, I guess you could talk to this thing. Sarah, you're also able to communicate with it telepathically as long as it's within 100 feet of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a walkie-talkie bird.
Yeah.
This is
And
great.
it lasts for an hour.
Said the
Holy
DM
shit.
begrudgingly.
Yep. Sarah, what do you gotta say?
Alright, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you guys can...
I tell Nomad. I go caw to Nomad, and he understands it as instead of instead of Aldar yelling fire, why doesn't he yell that he sees you? And that way it takes all the guards towards a direction that he says, hey, I saw him over here, and then it takes everybody over to where they think they saw you to try to arrest you. Rather than yelling like fire, because they're not like firemen, or why would they care about a fire? They probably would just disregard it.
It's true, but fire is more urgent. But yeah, I don't know how they'll react.
So how I interpret it, I feel like the helmet was kind of half on, half off. So I'm gonna tell them that I started talking to birds now, and
Okay.
this bird told me that fire is not gonna work as a distraction. Instead, I have to be the distraction, and I have to be extremely drunk, and I have to be peeing on something.
Nomad, I don't think that's a good idea, mate.
No, I'm not actually
We go
gonna
with
do
the
it.
fire.
I'm not actually gonna do it, but you're gonna, as the guard, tell the other guards that you see me.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Well,
and
you
I'm
think
being
it'll
like a
create
public-
a decent amount of urgency in them that they won't question me, and they'll just all get up and they'll go to get you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We
Yeah.
can do
Make
that.
me sound like a real public disturbance kind of dealio.
Gotcha.
You know, like maybe like playing with firecrackers or something that haven't
Yep.
been invented in the world yet. You know, like
Gotcha.
something real bad.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Alright, you saunter out of this bush. And walk me through what you do.
We're just gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna go to the. Let's see. There's doors on both the north and south entrance. Is that it? Let's go to that north entrance.
Yeah.
And
What do you do? You walk in?
And I'll address what's the guy writing up the warrant? Podrick. I see Nomad. Mate, how you doing? I've seen Nomad. The guy on that paper right there? Is that what you?
This guy here? He points at the paper.
I've seen him. Why are you writing these papers up?
Oh, well, Horace, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but Horace said 10 gold if you find this guy and beat his ass and bring him to the castle.
Mate, we could all split that right now. We could go to Huckleberry. Or no, it's the underground. I saw him there. He was about to light the whole place on fire, mate.
Wait, I saw you were practicing outside. When did you see him there?
I just went over to get a check on the warehouse, and I peeked around the gate over there, and I saw him over there.
Oh God, the little dude, the dude from this poster?
That was him.
You look
I saw him there, mate.
You have like a clear view of this room now. One side of the room is like all like double bunk beds with like chests at the foot of each bunk bed. There's like a small loft area that leads up. You're not sure what's up there, and there's also one like fairly large room with the door closed. On the walls, you see various posters, but you don't have time to read them right now. They're probably like fantasy OSHA and stuff. Like know your rights, talk to your boss if you see harassment, stuff like that. But I need you to roll me either a performance or deception check with advantage because you are dressed as the guard.
Performance or deception? Deception
Yeah,
0.
whichever you're more skilled in.
Fuck. They're both 0. Alright, well. Let's go with deception.
That feels like an appropriate check for the situation.
16, good sir.
Oh, also there's like several tables, and one of those tables is occupied by 4 guards who are just like playing fantasy poker. And they hear all this, and with a 16, they stand up and say, shit, where is he? Lead the way.
At the underground. Follow me.
I ain't splitting shit with you guys. Whoever gets him first gets the money.
Let's go! And we run out the door.
Everyone except Podrick like runs behind you out the door. Where do you go? Are you gonna go to the underground?
Yep, it's where I said he was.
Maya and Jasora, you see all this happening. In the meantime, yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you're gonna jump back to a different situation, do it.
Yeah. Yep. While that's happening, I feel like that would take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Good news for your friends. Team Silent. You see the guards, 4 guards, chasing after Aldar, pouring out of the north entrance of this building.
All right, Angus. You go in. All right. I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll be in there too. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. I believe you.
Seems like a weird conversation.
We'll go in. Let's go.
You guys get to the entrance where you see Podrick. He's sitting at his little desk, putting his finishing touches on a poster that you can clearly see now is like he's not an artist, but like he did his best and he captured the essence of Nomad, as you can clearly make out Nomad's face that says "Exile wanted 10 gold pieces," and then in all the like perfect calligraphy it says "Beat his ass if he's on this island and bring him to the castle." And it's like 98% done. Like he's putting the finishing touches on it and kind of like whistling to himself.
All right. So, Angus, go. You see that door closed thing over there? It's probably where all the weapons are. I'm going to be right there. And then I'm going to assault this man and make him eat the paper.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Both of you guys make me stealth checks with advantage. He is very distracted.
16.
Like the ghost of Christmas future, he doesn't see you guys coming. So tell me what you do to him.
So I'm going to knock him unconscious, and then I'm going to... You know what? Actually, after I knock him unconscious, I'm going to rip out my face and put it in one of my many pockets. Kind of like... I've never had like a self-portrait done before, so I'm going to like keep it as a memento. And then...
Closest to like commissioning a picture of yourself you've ever gotten.
Yeah, and then the rest of it I'm going to like forcefully stuff down his throat.
Okay.
And hope he chokes on it.
This is a very small young man. You easily overpower him, like without having to roll. However, how is he like you just doing a quarterstaff to the temple?
Yeah, that was kind of the plan.
Yeah, he starts gargling and like some foam starts coming out of his mouth. But yeah, he's unconscious. As you rip off, you, as cleanly as you can, rip off, I guess, the square that is your face. And
yep, and then
pull up the rest of it and put it in his mouth.
Yep, and then also I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put him, so it's not suspicious.
While this is all happening, Angus, you hear a loud thud as you get to the door, the locked door at the other side of the room.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm
Can
sorry.
I?
The loud thud was your friend striking the pocket.
Oh shit! I thought it was on the other side of the door.
No, you don't hear
I-
anything else in this room.
Am I in the room? It's locked. You said that, right?
It's locked, yeah. And you
Can I try
notice
to?
the table. It's got like 3 silver pieces on it from a poker game that was happening.
Can I investigate the room to see if there's any keys before I try breaking the lock, or can I?
Make me a perception check as you kind of take in the room.
8.
Yeah, you don't see any. You don't see a ring of keys next to the door. You do notice there's you would guess at least
There's one.
30 beds in beds for at least 30 people here. So 15 double beds, like bunk beds, if that makes sense. There's a loft area up above where you know that open window was. That kind of leads to that area. You see various armor sets slung, they're obviously used football pads, but they're slung over one portion of the wall. And you have this door in front of you that is locked. The door is made of sturdy wood. There is a keyhole, but you do not have the key.
Can I check the small man's pockets?
Yeah, you don't even need to do a sleight of hand check. As you fiddle around in his pockets, roll me 1d10.
Alright. I got a 4.
Sorry, I'm looking at my table right now. I should have had it more readily available. There is a ring inside.
Alright, that was a helpful situation. Alright, I'm gonna Angus. Angus, how we doing over there? The door's still closed.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock. Or do you
Alright.
have a pair of thieves' tools? Sure. That comes with lock picking abilities, right?
I think you have thieves' tools. I think you guys bought them
Yeah, the first island.
immediately. Yeah.
It was the first island we visited because I had lost them,
Yeah.
and so we bought them back.
But yeah, you have. It's a cool one. It's you flip out like a Swiss Army knife, and it's got every type of different flavor of key on it.
Go.
Well, while he's doing that, can I check out the loft area?
Yeah, you want to scuffle up there. It doesn't take you much time. But as you put your first foot on the first rung, it kind of squeaks. Do you want to continue?
Are there railings by chance?
No, it's just like a wooden ladder.
Oh, yeah. I'll sauce myself up there.
You squeak all the way up. Go ahead and roll with. How do you do thieves' tools? I think it's just your proficiency. I think you get to ×2 because
It's in sleight of hand, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah used to be a
Rogue.
thinker. Yeah, but sleight of hand check. I think at your higher rogue levels, you get to add a bunch to it.
It says I get to roll and then add my proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to disarm traps or open lock.
Does it do it automatically, or did it just do your?
I have to add it myself. So I rolled a 13, but with proficiency bonus +2 would be 15.
You only after a few seconds you hear a metallic thunk as you think the door is open.
I'm gonna attempt to open it then.
You open the door and you feel a pressure as a small line breaks.
Ah, fuck.
But you open the door, and inside you can see a weapon rack, and several spears, 10 spears are laid up against it, and as many rough leather shields as well.
All right.
There is a chest in the room it's a long chest. It's like 5 feet long, but only like 2 feet deep.
Well, can't take the chest on my own. I'm gonna have to wait for Nomad.
Yeah, the chest is as big as Angus almost.
Okay. So I'll have to wait for Nomad on that one. But while I wait for Nomad to finish what he's doing, I'm gonna start just like shuffling spears and weapons to the bushes.
How many do you feel like you could carry at a time? I feel like you could carry all of them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like with the spears, I could like bear hug them and like run them out.
Yeah.
But with maybe like the armors, that might be a little bit more difficult. But I could imagine like at least like with the spears for sure, I could probably hog those all up.
Total trips, one person could do it in like 3 trips. But let's go back to while you guys you're climbing. There's 6 people on this call. Nomad, you're at the top of this rung of ladders. But Aldar, you have reached the underground with 4 guards in tow.
Well, all right, we've been running, right? All right, split up. I saw him around here somewhere.
Shit.
First one to find him gets the gold, I guess.
He's like a little guy with like a weird amount of chest hair, right?
Yep, that's him.
Okay, fan out, but I swear, if I get him first, I'm not sharing with you. Like, you guys are my friends and my coworkers. Jonathan, you were the best man at my wedding, but I need this 10 gold pieces. So if I catch him, I'm keeping all of it. You understand? What's your name, by the way? That's a you, Aldar.
Benny.
Benny? What? Are you new?
Yeah, I just came off the boat yesterday. They needed backup for this meeting. Did you hear about it?
Meeting? I think I heard the lieutenant talk about it. We can talk about it later. Let's find this dude.
Let's find him. Go. I'd like to go as they're all leaving to look. I'm
2 of them
gonna
go
sneak.
inside, and the other 2 like start circling the building.
Yep, I'm gonna start walking away from that area, and I'd like to run over. If it's clear, I can use perception if you want, but I'd like to run over to. Shit.
You don't remember your coworkers' names, do you?
Just Sora and Amaya.
No. Just trying to assess this. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay somewhat close. I guess I'll stay around that area, but not too
So
close.
you give the appearance of like maybe you wandered off this way. Like you're not gonna cause any alarm.
Yeah, I'm trying to investigate still.
Yeah. I got you. At the top of this loft space, Nomad, you reach the top. It's probably like 15 feet in the air. This is a tall building, but it's one kind of cavernous room. And at the top of here, you see like several sacks and several barrels. Like 5 barrels, like stacked too high in one section, and then like a bunch of sacks, like burlap sacks on the other side.
Can I get any indication what's in them? Like, can I do a
The
check?
sacks, like they look like they have some kind of grain inside, but the barrel you'd have to like pierce or open to see.
All right, that's all I needed to see. I'm going back down.
Squeak, 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 squeak. As you get to the bottom of the ladder, you see your friend. No, not Nomad. What's his name?
Angus.
Running by with like 10 spears in a bear hug. Angus, make me a perception check with these spears in your hand as you leave the barracks.
6.
Everything's totally fine as you. Which bush are you going to?
I want to put the bush like by the bushes by the gap in the wall,
Yeah.
so we can just like shuffle them over.
You run over there and like put down like the first trip of materials, and you're able to get them in the bush, but it makes like a loud clang as the metal like tips hit each other, and a guard from the wall, like you see him walking towards you. He hasn't made you out yet, but he just kind of like a video game in Splinter Cell. He goes, "Huh?" and he starts making his way towards the gap in the wall.
Yeah, fuck.
He's about 20 feet away. Nomad, what are you doing?
I also hear the clang, right? Like, is it loud
I
enough
feel
to
like
hear?
you'd be close enough.
Can I hear it too?
All right.
Aldar, you are all the way at the underground. You do not hear it. However, Amaya, you would.
Okay.
All right. Well, if I hear it, I'm gonna peek out, and if I see this guard approaching, I guess we're gonna have to go with another stealth attack.
You're pretty far from him. Like, Nomad, you're probably 30 feet. The guy is about 10 feet from you, Nomad, but you're obscured by bushes. And this guy goes, I'm sorry, that's Angus. And he goes, what's going on over there? Reggie, is that you?
Instead of letting him see the weapons, I'm going to voluntarily approach the guard.
Oh, what the hell? He puts his halberd towards you. You're about 5 feet from him. Says, what are you doing back here?
Oh, whoa, hey, slow it down there, pal. Put that thing down. Hey, what are you, happy to see me or something?
Look, we're on lockdown. How'd you get back here?
Lockdown? I barely know her.
Let's freeze this moment. Amaya, you see this? Nomad, you see this. If you guys want to do anything, let me know. Otherwise, I could just play this out.
This is Amaya, let me know.
Help me.
Amaya, do you let me know?
No, I don't let you know. My inclination is to tell Simone to dive bomb the guard. Like she's gonna go peck him. Just to fly into him.
What is Nomad doing while I read about Find Familiar again?
Alright, so I will, shit. Okay. I'll step outside, and I'll go, honey, you wandered off again. We were looking at this beautiful architecture over at the memorial. And then, since we're nicely dressed, we're gonna pretend like we're, prestigious guests.
Sarah, one thing, your familiar can't attack, but it can do other actions as normal. So I can't have you, peck this man. You could,
That's fine.
Fly near him to, I don't know, startle him, but he is.
I don't mind flying just towards him.
Okay, this guy sees two things. He perceives three things.
The Air Force does it all the time. It's a low flag.
What is his perception level?
This guy has 3 eyes, and what's Red River doing while this is happening? Where are you at?
Red River. Yeah. I have delivered the sandwiches to the boat crew because I figured they were hungry.
Yeah.
They were riding a sail, 2 for 1, so I figured I'd stop by. But then I started. Yeah. I headed towards the. Kind of poking around because it's been a while. It should have been back by now.
Out in front of the underground.
Yeah.
He dresses as a guard.
Yeah. That's fucking weird. And I started heading just towards the gap in the wall just to see what was good, and just kind of poking around.
All of you here, because I guess you say it loud enough for this guard to hear you. Nomad, what do you say, honey? Where did you go?
Yeah, honey, you wandered off again. We're supposed to be by the memorial, looking at the beautiful architecture.
I tripped and I fell, and now this guard is bothering me. Pointing his little stick at me.
Everybody, just don't move. Just stay calm. There's birds flying around all over the place. I'm allergic to bird feathers, and I need everyone to be cool. I'm definitely allergic. And listen, who are you? You have 5 seconds before I call my whole squad over here.
It's okay. We're just guests. We're invited by the people in charge of the mines. We're actually looking to do some business with them, and they told us of the beautiful architecture inside these walls, so we had to see it for ourselves.
They haven't invited anyone in since the lockdown. What was that noise in the bush there?
What? Lockdown? Are we in danger? Oh no.
Yeah, shit's about to get pretty serious out in the crossroads. What's in the bushes?
Why would they let me in here if there was a lockdown? I'm so confused. I should be back at my ship. I should be back at my ship right now.
I gotta tell my
You ever-
lieutenant.
Uh,
I'd
You know
like
the
to talk to him as
Vandersloot's?
well.
Well, yeah, of course, Mr. Vandersloot. He employed my daddy, and now me.
And you don't know who we are. Oh my god.
No.
You must be new.
Well, okay, yeah. It's only been a few months. I'm doing my best.
I'm not doing a very good job, to be honest with you.
Both of you roll me a deception check, and we're gonna take the.
Yeah.
I just want to make it aware if things go sideways, I'm just gonna go for the kill blow again.
Okay.
So,
Rolled an 18.
rolled a 9.
Fuck. Oh no.
He says, look, I don't know who you are, but you're coming with me right now. We're going to my boss, and we're gonna get this squared away. Come on.
I'm
Does he turn
gonna
his back when he says that?
No,
I'm gonna, like-
gestures with his halberd.
move in a direction to kind of like have him turn his back to Nomad.
To like kind of like separate, like you're on either side of him.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
he thinks like you do it in a way where he thinks like you're walking past him to go towards the guard, like the gate. Because you lied well enough to where he thinks like this guy could be legit, but I gotta get him out of here. So
Alright,
he's gonna go back to you for a split second, Nomad.
Yeah, with that said, I'm just gonna like try to assault him.
Okay.
And that'd be with advantage because his back is turned to me and I have a friendly nearby.
Yeah. That's the least I can
Nice.
do for you here.
Oh dear God, what does a natural 20 do?
Oh, shit.
I'll give you a choice. This man is wearing a helmet. He's in his full like decor. You can
Okay.
knock this guy out, but it is gonna break your quarterstaff.
Oh
Looking
No.
at it, as the quarterstaff is swinging through the air, to make sure this guy goes down, you're gonna have to swing it.
oh God. Like right in half or just like the tip broken?
It's gonna break off the last foot of it.
Fuck. Is that my only option? It sounded like you were gonna give me another choice here.
Damage is normal, and if you get max damage, it'll knock him out.
Alright. Fucking hell, we're going with the broken quarterstaff.
Angus, as you turn away and this guard looks at you with his halberd, the halberd is only inches from you as you have your hands like up in the air. You hear another loud thwack as wood impacts metal, and I don't know if you've ever like heard a baseball bat break when it hits a ball, but it's loud and it's distinctive. And this man's body crumples faster than you thought gravity would allow. And you hear other guards about 20 feet away towards the gate.
Oh,
What was that?
Oh no.
Alright, we gotta go now. I collect my quarterstaff. I'm gonna grab all the. I'm gonna grab his weapon too. Can I check his pockets real quick too?
I mean, we might as well.
Yeah,
Might as well.
You don't have enough time to unclasp this guy's armor. But you can check his pockets. Go ahead and, well, no, you don't need a sleight of hand. You don't care if he feels this happening because he's very, very unconscious. Just for my edification, was that a kill shot or a non-lethal blow?
Well, if the quarterstaff is breaking, they're gonna die.
Yeah,
So.
this guy was dead before he hit the ground. And yeah, you find like 3 gold pieces in his pocket and a like folded up piece of paper, like everyone in this world has.
Ah, okay. I'll like take the very ill timing to read the paper on the spot.
Yeah, it's just like a letter, like poorly written and common, and it says, "Have a great day at work, Daddy."
Oh, that's tough.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Guilt.
Now I've got that on my soul. Thanks for that.
Yep.
All right.
It's gonna weigh on my conscience for about a whole 5 minutes.
That's a long time in Angus time.
Yeah, in Angus time, that's like 20 years for the rest of us. Yeah, you guys
That's
do hear like armor rattling coming towards you from the gate.
Yeah, we're out of there. So.
You guys don't need a stealth check because you're so close to the gap in in the wall, but you do hear as you cross the threshold back towards the back of the general store. You hear him go, "Oh my God! What happened to Randy?" Oh no! What are we gonna tell his wife and kids? Multiple kids, they say. Yeah, you're back in front of Jasora and Amaya, and you're holding 10 spears.
Oh my god, we have to fuck.
Instead of trying to lug it across the town, can we bring it to our ship first?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna recommend.
Yeah, the way is definitely clearer between you and the Argana. As you have 10 new spears.
Start sprinting.
Are you sprinting?
Oh my god, I don't. Do I see anyone around? Like, are there any guards within vicinity that I see that I have seen?
Did I see anyone around before, like in the way?
No,
Or-
you do see guards checking out the underground, and Simone, through Simone, you do see like the guards are huddled around Randy. One of them is weeping loudly. But yeah, the rest are
Okay.
They've shut down all the other stores in the crossroads here.
We're not sprinting, we're going to fast walk to the ship right now.
Casually fast walk.
Yes, like we all have to take a shit. Let's get to the fucking boat.
Aldar, you are standing outside the underground. You do not know any of this happened. What would you like to do? Matter of fact, the other 4 guards that followed you out here, they're like half their armor is like barely buckled, and they say, "Where is he, dude?"
I don't know. He must have escaped. We could keep looking if you want to get that gold.
What was he wearing? Like, was he wearing the stupid little vest?
He was wearing exactly what the picture showed. It was the vest, and it was the his quarterstaff. It was the whole get up. It was perfect. Yeah, cargo pads.
Well, this guy's in the wind. Who's your commanding officer? We gotta report this.
I don't know his name. He was back on the boat. I can go get him if you want right now.
Say Randy because he's dead now.
Okay, Aldar would have no way of knowing that Randy's dead.
Is it a Randy?
That was Nelbat that said that.
Who's your commanding officer at the barracks? We gotta fill out a report. Like, I just left on my break. They've got to comp me those 15 minutes of our next quarter. Like we have to report this. Who's your commanding officer?
I don't remember his name. I just got off the boat, but we could go back that way, and we could report it right now.
All right, you just tell my commanding officer what happened, and we'll figure it out. Okay?
Will do, mate.
I'm not even supposed to be working today because of this stupid meeting. We're all on fucking standby. And yeah, they walk with you back to the front gate, and they say, "Friendly's coming in," and you hear them unlock the gate and let you in. And one man has like epaulets around his shoulder, but otherwise his half-plate armor is the same as everyone else's. And he says, "Oh, is Randy around? I want to make sure. I want to talk to my brother. He owes me money." And the commanding officer takes his helmet off and says, "Hey, let's go talk privately for a second." And he kind of takes that guy aside into the barracks where you hear loud sobbing. But yeah, you're in this group of guys, and they say, to you, Aldar, they say, "Hey, tell him you saw that kid, right?"
Yep, I saw him right by the underground. The nomad, the little fella.
Yeah, we looked everywhere, but little fuckers must have squeezed through the floorboards. I don't know where he is.
Yep.
But what's your name? You said? Points at you, Aldar.
Benny.
Yeah,
Fresh off the boat.
Benny here. He's new. He said he's gonna take my shift.
Yep.
The commanding officer comes out of the barracks. He says, he's gonna need some time. He heard about Randy. You there? He points at you, Aldar. Says, "Can you take up his post for the meeting?"
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I salute him.
Give him some. What are you doing?
Yes, sir. Is that not what we do here?
No, that's so weird. Like we're not like we're like a militia. Like that's just seems weird.
Oh, sorry. I'll learn the ways here.
Okay, it's all right. Just be like a normal person. You know what I mean? Did you get your HR pamphlet?
I didn't get that yet.
God
No.
damn it, Podrick. Podrick runs up and says, "Yes, sir. This guy didn't get his HR pamphlet." And Podrick looks at you in your
Drew,
eyes.
Drew, I'm pretty sure Podrick is stashed somewhere as he's unconscious.
You're right. Podrick is not dead, but you guys did not have time to stash him. And when he walks back to the barracks, they have an unconscious Podrick.
Oh God.
And they say, we need to go on full lockdown. He points at you, Aldar, and says, you're with me. Keep an eye
Sir,
out.
yes, sir.
Something's happening. Podrick is alive, and he is taken back to the castle, and they start burying Randy.
Jesus. I'd like to, during all this, I'd like to see my out. I'd like to know that I do my rotation, and I take the gap, the hole in the wall. I like to jump through that whenever I have the chance, good sir.
I understand that. This lieutenant has taken a shining to you and has asked you to accompany him.
Fuck. Okay. All right, I'm playing the part.
You have no sign of Aldar, but you do have 10 new spears.
Well, I think we should keep a few for ourselves. Did we also pick up the halberd? Right? Did we get that too? So,
You grab that guy's halberd as well.
alright. When we get back on the ship, I'd like to go sit on my dinghy and cry a little bit about my broken quarterstaff, because it's the only thing I've ever had to my name, and look at the new picture of myself.
You posted up on your little corner of the dinghy.
What the?
You guys have about an hour until the meeting. What is everyone else doing?
I think we distribute the weapons.
Yeah, how many weapons are going to the villager people? Not the villagers, I'm sorry. The makeshift militia.
The miners.
The miners.
I think all of them, right? Like some of them.
I already have my own weapons, so I'm good. Giving them to the miners.
Yeah, so I think we give it to them, and so we have a shield wall, and then behind them
10 spears.
spears, and I fast forward to training some other guys to spear some folks.
Yeah. Once you have the spears, you're like, all right, guys, who's the best pokers among you? And they do
Yeah.
teach them what's that phalanx that the Romans
Yes.
used to do? Yeah, you teach them a miniature phalanx.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with Aldar?
What do I want to do with what?
What are we gonna do about Aldar? Or are we just gonna leave him there to fend for himself?
He's a grown man.
I mean, he can corrupt them from the inside out. He'll be like our double spy, like our double agent. And when the
Keep an eye
time
out
is
for
right,
him,
he
and
can turn on him for us. You know?
yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him, and if we see him, we'll try to help him.
Clarification: you guys did not chuck him over the cliff, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I'm pretty
Did you
positive
throw
we
him
did.
over?
Did you?
Yeah, I mean that was what I wanted to do. Me and Aldar carried him.
Yeah, let's say you guys did, because you said it, and I was like, I thought you guys were gonna forget to take his armor. Okay, no, that's fair.
No.
You did chuck him over the cliff. You're not sure of his health state, but you would guess poor.
DED.
What his health situation was.
I'm kind of hoping he just turns up offshore randomly, like a month from now.
Hey guys, I woke up in my underpants in the ocean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You guys do recognize that Aldar is not with you.
Let's have a moment of silence, because he's gone.
He can fend for himself.
Question.
If we spot him, we'll give him an eye or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Auntie, do we, as part of the mining operations and the supplies of all your folk that you represent, is there explosives or flammables?
Ford might have known, but they grabbed everything that could be used as a weapon. They said it was for an unknown threat, and we complied. We didn't know any better.
Yeah. Do you know where they store the flammables here?
I don't.
Where they would have taken them?
I would guess they have it in the castle, but I have no idea.
This is just me being specific. Don't explosives like not exist in this world? Is that something that you told us?
Explosives don't, but like alchemical fire does. So it's not like, don't think of it as like a grenade. Think of it as like a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
Right. And would you have like would weaponry in the naval age advance to the point where there's cannons?
I can't not. It has not as of now.
Okay, so it doesn't exist.
Yes, correct. If you said, "Hey, what is it like? Let's make a cannon," they would say, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah. Okay, just making sure there's no powder, but there's Molotov cocktails that were taken away.
Yeah. Like any explosive would be like chemical. Like I was looking this up when I was trying to write all this. Like ancient, like not Romans, but the people they fought, like Persians had like weird explosives, but it was
Yep.
like a low form of like grape shot kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all chemical based, right? So like things that would interact with each other.
Yeah, they were like, ooh,
Yeah.
when I rub these two rocks together, like it gets really hot. Like they have some
Yeah.
kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, but we know that they were taken away, right? So they're all stored in some kind of cache.
Any kind of dangerous thing has been taken, you do not know where it is.
Right. So I was gonna suggest maybe as a form of distraction, should the negotiation go sideways, we can use a familiar to explore, maybe a familiar rat or something like that, mouse, to explore the castle, find where these things are held, and if possible, prepare to detonate them as a distraction.
Captain, I never really told you about this. I've got this
Okay.
this thing, and basically it's fire inside this glass container. So we could definitely do some fire if you want.
Got it.
Don't tell nobody I got that.
Yeah, no worries. I like that. We'll keep that between us here in the group. I would like to save that for a special occasion. This seems like just a negotiation, and if we can use the things that they took against them, then why not?
I can turn into a crowd.
Yeah, can you scour the castle and see if you can find where the explosives could be stored?
I can
do something that can scurge around and smell good. That's good eyesight.
Snake, I might be the only other thing I can turn into that can do that.
Yeah, snake, mouse, something good.
Weasel.
Weasel sounds good.
Oh,
Yeah.
rat. I do have a rat.
Yeah. Let's I'm sure there's rats in those castles and ways for them to move around. Let's deploy a familiar and see if we can locate it. And then we'll just keep that in our back pocket. It won't be part of the main plan, but just an option we might want to exercise.
So you guys do have an hour until this meeting. The problem with I don't want to salt you guys' game, but she has to be, the furthest it can go is 100 feet from her. And like from the wall, you still would be like a little bit too far to get in the castle.
Is there a gap in the wall? Like, you see those plants behind it? Is it not doable? Given the...
It's too far.
You could investigate the gap in the wall, but it is, you surmise, maybe not secure anymore.
Okay, so maybe we don't do that. We'll save that for another day.
You'd have to figure out a different way to do that. They are when they
High
found
alert.
Randy, they kind of found. Actually, Simone would have seen this. They found the gap in the wall. Like they are actively aware.
Monitoring that. Yeah. That'd be fine.
Actually, I'd love to put it on a cliffhanger, but we'll pick up at the meeting for the next session.
Okay. Sounds good.
Woo!
Good job, guys. Aldar, you are still in the thick of it. We'll remind ourselves what's happening when we pick up next week. But outstanding work.
I'll embrace it.
Drew, you do have a viewer watching in the Twitch currently, and it's he's asking what program you use to make your map layout.
Oh, well, that's information I can only give out on Behind the Dice. No.
Support us on Patreon.
I can only tell you if you follow us on YouTube and Twitch. No, I use...
He already follows us.
Well, in that case, It's solid. It's not the best, but it's solid. That's the best endorsement I can give for Incarnate. I'm actually actively looking at other programs. I may have kickstarted one because I have no self-control. But good job, guys. I thought that was some outstanding role play and some honestly very lucky rolls. But
Oh my god.
Not to
That
get anyone
went.
too excited, but we do have
My
a
boy.
special guest that's going to be on probably many episodes from now. But we've lined that up. It's very exciting.
My boy Nomad out
Yes.
there doing the Lord's work with the natural 20s.
Yeah, those natty
Yeah.
are handy. A lot of rolls could have gone very wrong that ended up going pretty well. I thought you guys did great.
Louis is not a special guest.
What's that?
It's not Louis, is it?
No. Oh, if I wish, dude. I'm still working that particular one.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna fucking try. I'm gonna try until he asks me to stop. Can you imagine how cool that would be if he just popped, like I was like a ship is approaching you and you look at it's the angriest watermelon man you've ever seen and then Louis pops
Yeah.
up. Like that would be the best.
Yeah.
But great job today, guys. We need a session name before we go.
Just.
I think silent but deadly fits.
I mean-
I feel like it embodied the whole thing.
Just roll with it.
Just roll with it.
Because of all the combat rules and the sneak.
Because of all the good rolls we had.
That's true.
And we rolled with them.
Yeah.
We can also go,
Double Agent Eldar.
Ooh.
yeah,
That's a
quarterstaff.
good one. That's a good one.
Did you say quarter staff because it broke? That's
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Quarter staff. Yeah, these are good. This is pretty strong, guys. Why can't you bring this heat every time?
I know that we killed 2 people today, but the saddest part about this episode was for sure the fallen quarterstaff, for sure.
It was definitely
I agree.
not
1000%.
a man's letter from his kid.
Doesn't. The community was so devastated that they buried their dead and started a GoFundMe for the quarterstaff.
Yeah, they were very serious. They took it pretty hard.
Yeah, with a very like one of those three-legged puppy type videos. Like donate to this quarterstaff fund right now.
Nomad isn't welcome, but the quarterstaff can always come
Yeah.
back.
For a quarter
Your
of the
three-
day, you can get Nomad a new quarter.
Your 3 silver coppers will go towards this. Yeah.
We'll melt them down to add it on to the quarterstaff.
Stretch goal: if you donate more than 100 buckaroos, we name the quarterstaff after you.
That's right. $100
Yeah.
donation, and I'll basically change my name to your name. That's how easy it is to purchase art. But for legal reasons, that offer is only available for the next 10 seconds. Just to let you know.
You don't even have a donate
Oh,
button.
dang it.
Oh,
I guess
damn
I'll
it,
be able to-
Drew.
Yeah, son.
Guys, I guess I'll decide when I upload it but I really.
That's part of the fun.
I really like Double Agent Aldar, but they're all pretty. Quarterstaff is also pretty good. Yeah, I got some.
Who are we kidding, Drew? You're gonna change it to whatever you want before.
You're gonna think of something else.
Bullshit.
You say something, MC.
You know what? Just to spite you, I'm definitely gonna name it something else now, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna
There you
be
go.
like another shitty adventure, session 23. But good job, guys, and shout out to the Lord of all Bagel Men. For being
Shout out.
Bagelman.
We'll call this
Yeah.
Bagel Men Rising.
There we go.
I'm gonna figure out how to